What up, y'all? This your boy Westside Willie, pilot of the Bebop, coming in. I'm just letting y'all know that we will be departing from Detroit very shortly. So everybody get in their seats, sit down, relax, and if there's any thickums on this flight, you're invited to the cockpit.
Bebop, got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick-tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling. Baby, come and hold me tight. Cause the sky's falling in deep space, writing these jams. All I need is Jordan, don't look back. It's a price on your head, and they'll double that pay. If you alive, not dead. These cats is new to these scenes and new to these walls. And when the shots start firing, they start to look for the door. Baby, don't get too close. I'm a cowboy. Wake up and see that I'm gone, I'm where the stars going. One thing I can say about life is that it's not born. And one thing I can say about us, we'll never stop hunting. I'm with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up.
I got reviews on Anne Frank's diary.
You know what? Please intro it.
I'm gonna
Intro it. Yo, and just cut.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome to the Bebop Boys podcast, where we talk about movies, anime, comic books, and all types of fly shit, and including Anne Frank's diary for some fucking.
Oh, talking about
We're gonna be
these?
doing Google. We're gonna be doing our own reviews at the end of the episode.
No, we're not.
No, we're
Quite a
not.
few misspellings.
So for the left on the cliffhanger.
All right, Nick, do your thing.
And we are never gonna get monetized.
I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say.
Remember when?
At least we didn't cuss.
Remember we didn't start keeping a list of videos when we do like the wildest shit when we start getting money for this shit. 'Cause
Okay.
we got to start privatizing some videos.
All right.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, God
Damn.
damn.
Not the intro. Can we at least get an hour through the intro? The intro.
We're gonna make this episode an hour.
The intro.
We're gonna make this episode an hour.
It's the first episode of the month.
The
So,
new month.
I know.
New month.
Hey guys.
Sorry, Antonio.
What?
Yeah. You got you next
It's
year.
over now.
It's over now.
Fuck
Your
that.
time is over.
It's-
Put some bass in your voice.
You know
nigga.
what month it is? American Pride Month.
You know what-
American
Pride
Month.
Month. And I'm proud
And
to
I'm
be
proud to
an
be
American.
American. You're gonna try that in a small
By
town.
far, the gayest song in history.
First off, can we talk about that? Because we're at least I know I'm free. You're not the only country that's free.
You're not even
and
free.
Barely.
You're
No.
not even free.
You're skating
if you
by.
don't pay taxes, you're going to jail.
We're literally the
That's
top.
not free.
We're not the top nothing except for everything that doesn't matter.
Them
Everything
motherfuckers
negative.
thought they flexed
Yeah.
when they
And we
wrote
got
that.
the
Nah,
most
for real.
streams out of
Most
everybody.
podcasters.
Yeah.
Everybody. Most podcasts.
Right.
Most guns.
Most woman beaters.
Ooh, there we go. All right, what we
got
talking about
two
today?
niggas that
I
wear
heard
wife
like you
beaters
call
right
wife
here.
beaters a different.
I got a wife beater on.
wife huggers.
I took mine off.
You call wife beaters wife huggers now.
Who says
Yeah,
that?
'cause,
Who called
The
Uh,
t-shirts, the tank tops,
Yeah.
they're called wife huggers now.
Oh, they,
But
they
they're
changed
hugging
the
me.
names. No, they changed the names of them.
Yeah,
I
but
know
the thing is
Italians,
hugging me.
Italians mad as fuck about
Oh,
that shit.
there's no doubt
They're
about it.
erasing our culture.
They're still being
Why I
realized.
oughta.
Oh man,
Why
I oughta
Straight to the
hug.
moon.
give you a hug. Right, no wind up. No, you got to keep it open now. You got to keep it open. Ain't no wind up no more.
Wait, what are you doing over there?
He's
Getting ready to beat
wind it up
somebody.
for the-
Oh, I thought he was a little lower.
Hey, we
I'm like,
sacrificed the
what
weekend
you churning?
recap
What
for
kind of
this
butter
shit.
you churning? Yeah.
no.
Yeah. First off, eye
First of all,
contact,
I
not
hope
blinking,
not.
angry face.
First
I
of
love
all, I hope not. I hope not, because
it. No.
give you a real beating.
Mike's just in his bed facing his door for the first person to walk in.
It's like from we got to talk about Kevin.
I've been waiting for 12 hours for someone to come in here.
Been edging for 12 hours.
staring at the door.
There's no skin left on your
Fucking
dick.
sweating.
there's no, you're literally just jerking blood.
You guys ever hear like the technique crab core, like for guitarists?
I'm scared.
No.
It's like when they're go really low with the guitar. Probably sitting there crab corn,
core?
Your crab core on your dick.
Oh, wow.
crab corn your cock.
I've never heard
Crab
of
core of
crab
the cock. Nice.
Crab core in the cock.
Yeah, man,
Crab
just-
corn on the cock.
Anyways.
You said you used to walk around like a
Oh.
crab? Oh. I thought you said you. I was about to say, okay, Wes.
That's fucking
Wes is
terrible.
in the hallways of school, just crab walking.
Wes having a moment in school.
Scaring the whole bird.
Scaring the host.
Scaring the hose. That's autism for you.
How
Anyway.
was everybody's week? Any tea?
It's good. Went camping.
You went camping?
Yeah, we all went.
Was it glamping or was it camping?
Wait, what is glamping?
Glamping is like
Gay camping?
no.
I had to do it. I'm
Really?
sorry. I'm sorry. No, okay, that's the line.
God
That's the
damn-
fucking line.
God
y'all
damn
had,
it.
y'all had fucking
Damn.
Anne
He
Frank
said
joke.
glamping.
That was you.
You! What the fuck?
But glamping is when you camp, but like you have all the amenities, so you're not really rough.
Oh, you just outside
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
just outside with a tent, but like
in the backyard.
there's a bathroom,
No.
there's a dining hall.
And what?
So I would say kinda.
Okay,
Like
I
it
mean
was a
that's
camp.
the only
It was a
camping I've done,
campground
Not gonna lie.
that had showers and bathrooms, and we went in a camp space.
That's
and
Woodstock.
Shit like that. We got one of our friends to go skinny dipping for $100.
Whoa.
For $100.
I did that shit for free.
Yeah.
He said he would have done it for 20.
You guys paid him to do something normal people do for
I
fun?
literally did that shit for free. I went skinny dipping.
That
and, like,
shit is cold. Like that was the coldest river I've ever been in.
No, the coldest actually. I think the coldest lake
for fun. Yeah,
Superior.
I go to spas and do that shit for free.
Lake
Well, no,
Superior's got
$30.
the
They
coldest
do
water
cold
thing.
plunges at spas?
When you go to Korean spas, they have. I love Korean spas. That is my favorite fucking thing to do when I go to DC. The closest one here is in Chicago adjacent. But whenever I go to the East Coast, I go to DC or Virginia adjacent. I'll go to the Korean spa with my friend, and they have cold plunges and the hot saunas and the rocks. Going to a Korean, I would love to do that with you guys. We ought to be naked, but
Let's do it.
it's naked in the spa area, like in the
My
pool,
pride won't allow it.
in the pool area. But like when you're in
Man.
the common area with
I'm down for
the steam, they have saunas and ice rooms and rock areas. I mean, yeah, they give you a little towel to cover up something, but they don't leave much to cover.
It's like that. It's like the saunas in Naruto.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have that here.
That's so funny. That's where my mind
but I
went.
love them though. That is my
That's
favorite
the first
thing.
thing I thought about.
Like I like going. There's this one room that it's a rock room,
Yeah.
and I just like
Oh,
submerge
for the
myself in.
autistics.
That's probably what it is. Because like that's my favorite thing to do. I just go and just submerge myself in the rocks and just lay there and just silent.
Get
Or
a couple in your
headphones
pocket.
I have found one in my pocket before. I was like,
You
oh.
found one. Yo, you put one in
No,
your
I didn't put it in there, but like I'm taking it off because they give you a uniform to wear when you're
Uniform was at school.
in the common area. You have to wear a uniform in the common area. So because there is co-ed in certain areas, in the common area is co-ed. So like you have the saunas and the ice rooms and the sensory rooms. That's what they're called. And you have to wear a uniform. And you wear the uniform. So one day I'm coming out of the uniform and I guess taking off nothing to go into the spa. I was like, oh, there's a rock from one of the sensory rooms. But yeah, I love it though. I think probably because of the autism. But yeah, I love being like you'll go from like the ice room, which is like 40 degrees and maybe lower, and then you jump into the hottest sauna ever or hot room, and you just or you cold plunge into the pool.
That's what I want.
And then go into the steam room.
No, I don't want that.
Oh, it's so
Just
dope.
want to be cold.
You just want to be cold.
I want to go from the heat
So
to
good.
the extreme
Especially
cold.
after drinking a lot or doing like something. You just want to be cold.
I thought it was
I think, but like, I think
There's
it'd
a
be
lot
fun,
of autism in this.
though. A lot of
Yeah,
autism.
It's
in
a lot of
that.
emo and
When is
autism.
Autism Awareness Month?
I don't
shit.
know.
I think we passed it already.
I think we passed it, but yeah, it's
Whatever-
a fun thing to
February?
do.
Whatever month has the most trains.
What?
I used that joke at work the other day, the train joke.
Which one?
Do they like trains? Why? Because they have autism.
Yeah.
And it didn't go over.
What happened? They was like,
Was
oh,
it
you
at Starbucks?
You got
Yeah,
an
no
HR
shit.
speech?
No shit. It's Starbucks. It's not going to go over well.
You shouldn't joke about that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm autistic. What do you mean? Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
They
would
don't.
not
I don't
happen
think
that
they
shit.
laugh at Starbucks.
They're gonna put
No,
down
we
an
do. All we
autistic
do is
person
fucking laugh.
for making an autism joke.
One lady was like,
cancel him.
it was so funny. One lady was like, they're really laughing a lot over there. And then one of my coworkers was like, yeah, we like to have fun. I said, I know that's right. Because they be mad. Like, serve the drinks, peasant.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can't study while you guys are enjoying yourselves.
You guys are enjoying your
No, we do be
autism.
like, I'm willing to, like, sometimes I know I speak loud. So, like,
Oh, okay. What did what? I was agreeing.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Both you niggas.
I didn't do a single. First off, the people who did it are the two other loudest people.
Right, the two other loudest people aside from me.
I'm loud.
You loud.
I thought I was very, very.
Are you kidding me? I was trying to watch TV when he first got here, and all I hear is him. I like math. I like science. Really into geography. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing over there?
You want to listen
Awful.
to Big Nasty Steak? Now I thought like y'all want
I'm
to hear
watching
some
the
real
game
niggas.
show.
shit.
I was
My bad.
I was watching one of the episodes and just like our voices come so hard on the mic. Some pause again.
You good?
Enter
bro.
the mic hard.
Just go
Pause.
God damn it.
It picks up.
Yeah.
ahead.
Our three voices picks up on the mics hard, and yours, Lear.
I'm a rapper, bro.
Little shorty is a head doctor.
I'm a fan dodger.
We gotta do a video. to
I'm
that.
like, especially when we're like
Isn't
talking
that
over
edited?
each other or laughing.
Yeah.
Finish that.
All
fucking
you
video.
hear is Lear. It is the funniest thing, especially like if you're wearing like, I have like really good headphones that I use for work. So I'll be like at work using it.
You be at work, you was
I'll be using my gamer headphones for my work stuff. And so I'll have our podcast in the background while I'm working. And then all I hear is, yeah. I'm like, fucking.
That's the East Side laugh, huh?
Fucking
The East Side
Lear.
Eddie Murphy laugh.
Right. yeah. I'm like, damn, that's Lear. And you know,
Yeah.
I had the picture off and just working.
We can do a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We can
We can
recap
throw
it.
in it.
We can
Speaking
recap
of-
it real quick.
All right, so we're going to
Speaking of talking about double A's.
we're gonna have the boys talk about
Talk
it.
The
about the boys.
The Proud Boys.
Yeah, you got
Proud
the two. It's about us. The show's about us. I'm
It
kidding.
was
It's not
always about you.
It's not about me and Matt.
In the first
It
fucking
is.
place. I don't know why y'all arguing with us online about this shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's fine.
me.
It was
fine.
about you.
No, it's not fine, Nick.
It's
we're not
it's
letting
not
that
fine.
slide.
It was about you from the get-go.
Mhm.
And you're just realizing it now?
It's about everybody.
Is this fucking play about us?
Yeah.
Bitch, is this play about us?
I feel like
4
it's about
fucking years and 2 spin-offs later,
Yeah.
the light bulb just going off.
one spinoff.
The animated spin-off.
Oh,
yeah.
Diabolical.
Diabolical.
I always forget about that show. And
I didn't
actually,
like it
3
like that.
episodes are actually canon to the show.
So 2 spin-offs.
Yeah.
So let's go back. The comic book. But okay.
Oh, I've been reading that lately. First of all, if anyone's complaining about anything with the show, boy oh boy. First of all,
Boy, oh boy.
they said the F word 7 times
In one panel.
in one. Yes, bro. Then the whole thing I'm like reading right now is about a superhero who got killed because he's gay. I'm assuming. And then Tech Knight's character is obsessed with fucking anything with a hole. If it has a hole, he will fuck it. And there's no. He killed a chinchilla fucking it. He fucked his therapist's cat. He fucked the exhaust pipe of his car. And then he.
Wait, what are we talking about?
He was like
the
that.
comic book of the boys.
He was like that.
And
in
then, but not like in the movie in the show
took
they
the
kind
day
of
off.
mentioned his
yeah, there was
little
there
thing.
was one scene I remember where he kind of
He
like
got
was weird.
blackmailed about
Yes,
it.
okay, yeah.
Can we
and
talk
she-
about that real quick? Aside from the ultra violence, they kind of gloss over the depravity a little bit of the boys. They focus on the hyper violence a little bit, but like some of the shit, the one in particular is Herogasm. That shit was gross in the comic book, and it was just like aside from like the dick roaming around, it wasn't that.
It was fairly tamed.
It was fairly tame.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just a lot of stuff in the boys, like from the comic. I don't understand. Y'all show gratuitous violence.
Well,
but
I
y'all won't
think
show some of these niggas-
think because the gratuitous violence is already known. Like we're all accustomed to it. Everyone's whether you're watching it on the news in real life or you're watching Saw or Hostel.
Why would you watch
Gratuitous
it?
violence is normal to Americans and anybody watching. I assume, but the stuff that was in the boys' comic book, other than that, the gratuitous violence is just like it's overdone.
You think
like,
so?
Fuck yes.
It's
like,
just-
I'm
it's
like,
just not
oh.
good
I
taste.
think it
It's just
adds
not
to
good taste.
the rest of the story, honestly, because everything else
comic
is so.
book?
Yeah, I think everything else is
I
so
think
over
the
the top
way
of the
that they
comic book.
talk is just overdone.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Like it's such a heightened.
No,
sense
because it's
of-
like Butcher's character is like everybody like Huey's character is so far is the one that's like
Yeah.
not much about it because when they're talking about the sidekick who got killed and like Butcher kept like bringing up the fact that he was gay, and he's like, Huey's character's like, can you stop? Like, I don't think that is like the point. And he's like, all right, I'll just appease you for it. And it's like, bro, we get it. You're an asshole. Like, you don't have to sell it every single panel.
I think that's the point of it, though.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
that's
saying.
in my opinion, that's what makes it fucking bad. It's
Oh,
just,
really?
Yeah, because it's trash writing. You're doing it to be
Who
like
wrote that?
just
Who wrote
because.
the boys?
I forget who wrote
Is
it.
What's
it
his
anybody significant?
Didn't
Edward?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking
think-
somebody.
yeah, I
else.
think-
What else has he written? Has he written anything else significant?
I think he did one.
I'm thinking of
other
Robert
thing.
Kirkman. That's
No,
Invincible.
not Robert.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
He's like, hey.
No, not
hey.
Robert.
No, I
But
fuck with Robert Kirkman. He
there's
did
a
Walking
lot
Dead. I
of
fuck
there's a
with
lot
him.
of writers who like try to get edgy with their shit. Like there's a comic book
And that came out like
My
early
bad.
2000s, 90s, 2000s
Yeah.
originally.
But there's writers that do that all the time. But we're sidetracking. We're getting off topic. We're talking about
I
the
like
show
that
The
topic.
Boys, and the new episode was pretty fucking great because we seen animals, aka Old McDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Bro, I thought he
Get me
said
the
animals
fuck
with
out of-
AKs. I'm like,
They
what the fuck?
might as well. They had compound V in them.
Oh,
we
my
start off.
God.
We see the first one. A chicken burst through a man's chest, blew his shit out.
Wait, what episode is this?
This is the newest episode.
Episode what?
Oh,
think 4 or
my
5.
God.
Yo, I gotta get
Okay, so it's actually, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, cut him off.
It's Garth Ennis.
Yes.
He made Preacher,
that. Yeah.
and
Okay.
he also made Crossed, which
I
you
never
guys
heard
know that.
Didn't hear
Let me
it. Damn.
Let's see what it looks like.
So Crossed is probably the most
Oh no, I didn't read it.
disturbing, disgusting comic that
I
is
heard
just
of
to be
Preacher.
gross and disgusting.
Okay.
Go
Pretty
click.
much the premise of it is there's a disease that is infecting people that makes you act on your absolute most worst, evilest thought.
movie
So
about that.
with only the few panels that I saw, one of the panel was it was a giant orgy of people in the center of a town throwing babies into a wood chipper, dancing in the blood.
During the orgy?
Yeah, and it's just awful shit like that. Like
Yeah.
everything you can think of, rape, incest.
So this is just his vibes.
Apparently, yeah.
That's what he thought.
I don't know.
of. Oh,
That,
shit,
to
let
me,
get up
that
and write
writing
this
isn't
down.
great. None of it's aged well. None of it. But anyway, in the episode, it was great stuff. It's more of a redemption kind of episode for certain characters, like Frenchie. You know, he's kind of taking a toll with the murders that he's committed throughout his life.
Oh, no.
So, spoiler alert for anybody: at the end of the episode, he turns himself into the police.
Oh, not my
so-
boy.
But then
Right.
we see the side effects of Huey's dad getting the compound V
Yeah,
after being
I read
brain
that.
dead. And it affects it. First off, Simon Pegg,
My God.
give him at least an Emmy nom for the episode.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't given anybody an Emmy.
That man killed it. Well, yeah, Anthony Starr needs an Emmy, period.
Yeah.
But he killed it in this episode because, you know, he was brain dead since episode 1. They gave him compound B, which brought him back to life, but his brain is still brain dead. So
Oh, shit.
he's like, for a second, he's fine. But then as it goes on, he starts losing all of his memory. So there's a point, and he also has superpowers where he can phase through shit. So he ends up killing a doctor by ripping his heart out.
Oh, God.
Because he has no memory of anything, so he's freaking out. He doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know what he's doing. He runs through a wall. This dude is flirting up with this girl. He's like, come on, after I get out of this, I'm a nice guy. Let me take you out to dinner, this, that. Huey's dad comes running through the room, phase through the wall, goes right in the middle of him, gains his solid form back, and just rips him in half. Shit is crazy. It's fucking hilarious and also sad because they, spoiler alert again, sorry, Lear, they have to kill his dad.
Of course. You can't be
Because
running around like that.
he's losing all of his memory. So they have to concoct a little thing to put in his veins and kill him slowly. And
Let me say something on that real quick.
Yeah,
My bad,
come on
man.
in, Pop.
Take it so long.
no, come on.
I don't think I've seen anything that Simon Pegg has died in. I do that with actors a lot. Like some of my favorite actors, I'll be like, what have I seen where this person does not die?
I was gonna say World's End if you've seen it, but
he don't die in that.
no, he doesn't. Because I mean, we don't know how the movie ends though, because it is the apocalypse.
Okay.
So, but he did not die in that.
Okay.
Though I was not happy with Nick Frost dying in Shaun of the Dead. That is for sure.
That shit was funny as fuck.
So sad about that.
He
but
went out
great.
like a G.
I don't know that movie. He did. He did.
I don't think I'm not gonna count that.
He did. But yeah, so the boys, we had a good episode in my opinion. You know, the fucking animals. What's his name?
Homelander.
No. Carlos. Or no. Espinoza.
Giancarlo
Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, he's still alive.
I'm not good at saying American names, all right?
Esposito.
Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito.
Not Carlos, just Carlos.
Giancarlo.
He's Italian.
Giancarlo Esposito.
He's Italian.
His character got
Say
let out of
Gus
jail. That man's fresh as fuck no matter what he's doing. He's great. Love him.
Was he in jail?
He got locked up at the end of like season
Yeah, he was in jail. I
2
remember.
or
By
3.
Newman.
Yeah.
Head popper.
Yeah,
Oh,
the head
so he's
popper.
back?
Yeah. They got him
What?
out of prison.
Wait,
What's her
okay,
name?
hold
Put
on.
her- I read that what's her name put him out of prison and they working together.
No, the boys brought him out of prison because they wanted to find the virus, and they suspected he knew where the virus was getting made.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to give his dad the compound V?
So Huey he's the one who originally wanted to do it because he was desperate. He had already technically lost a parent, his mother, who was now back. She never died. She just abandoned him as a child.
Wow, what a
Wow,
bitch.
women.
So she showed up because his dad made her the contestant of whatever, deciding what happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember what they call it. And so,
I know what you're talking about.
but you find out in like this episode because Huey was pissed off his day. He's like, "Why would you do that?" And he was like, "You remember that hamster you had?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Remember when we were supposed to put it down, but you couldn't let him go, so he ended up dying by shitting and bleeding to death?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I don't want that to happen to me."
That's real shit.
So he's like, "Your mother knows what to do. She will let me die." But Huey had A-Train steal Compound B from Homelander. And then give it to him. He was like, "If you steal me this, we're clear." He's like, "I'm not going to blame you for my girl's death no more." He's like, "I'll forgive you." And he does. He genuinely forgives him. Yeah, but the whole thing started because of that. So he genuinely forgives him. And he goes into the hospital room and he decides he's not going to give it to him. But the compound P is in his, the compound V is in his pocket. And his mom sees it. And she works for Vought. She's like a supplement thing for Vought. She's not like the evil. She just like makes like
just a job.
Yeah. So she sees the compound V and she does it because she was like, "I haven't done a lot for you. I thought this was what you'd want." And he's like, "I did want it." He's like, "But then I didn't."
I
He's
wonder
like,
the mom.
yeah. So so she's actually the one who ends up giving it to him. And and in that emotional last episode, and it was that was sad actually.
Was this the episode where they did like the little MCU mocking thing, like the timeline?
Yeah,
like trying to get people like
They
was funny.
They said phase.
I seen like
what
a
they
little-
say? Phase 7 through 19.
Yeah. Did you?
They didn't just make fun of DC or Marvel. They made fun of DC too.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, because they
I
had
just saw a picture of that. I thought that was.
They had
hilarious.
a few movies like they had The Deep Gods and Dolphins, which is they're making fun of James Gunn's new DC universe, Gods and Monsters.
Gods and
So
Dolphins.
The Deep
What
Gods
the
and
fuck?
Dolphins.
Gods
But they
and
were
Dolphins.
they're making fun of both sides. It was Vault Plus, so making fun of Disney Plus. So
They there's a part in it that so before I watched the episode, I saw somebody on social media say that Amazon came to the boys' creators and was like, "Hey, we want you guys to do," I can't remember the word for it, but something advertising, where it's like specific advertising for certain people. And I had no fucking clue what that meant. I assumed like they just had a product that they want them to put into the show, whatever. But then the post said they said no and instead made fun of them in the episode.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm wondering what it was, how they make fun of it. So what they made fun of is there was a scene where Deep was like, "Oh, in this movie, if you're white and you watch this, you'll see, instead of my hand of newspaper, you'll see like a bottle of gin or something." And so then it clicked. Amazon was literally going to make product placement in that pertain to who's watching it. Like from whatever area or whatever their like recommendations are.
Amazon can do that shit.
And it's just like,
Oh, shit.
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Amazon-
That's
it was racist in the show though.
yeah, oh, yeah.
'Cause I think
But, like, Amazon does that.
yes. But I don't think they did. I think for white people, they didn't do gin or anything like. I think
was
it was just like a
something.
regular product.
Yeah, it
but
had
then
something
like for
to do
our
with
black
it.
viewers, it's
Yeah.
cognac.
Oh, that's what it was. My bad. That's what it. Yep, that's what
And then,
that
but
was.
That
you
would've
could
got
see
me.
the people
I
in
would've
the
bought it.
crowd like not pleased. The black viewers in the crowd were not happy.
That's funny.
And I'm glad that they showed that though. Oh man, that was hilarious. They made fun of a lot of things, but they made fun of like the fact that like companies try to be progressive, and they're like, we have all our black members, and the Black Noir was on it, and they were just like, maybe he is.
I forgot what they said. I think it was like
Black Noir, yes.
I think the caption was
didn't they
black in
replace
action.
him? I haven't started
Black
the boys
in action.
yet.
Huh?
I haven't started the new season. Didn't they replace him?
replaced
Yeah, they
Black
replaced
Noir.
him with
With a white guy?
an actor from the school that Gen V's at.
yeah,
He's just an actor. That's why, like, when he commits his first murder, he's like, "Am I getting like, who am I supposed to be?" You know,
He just went,
He's
that was
like-
fucked up, guys.
Yeah, but the whole time he's trying to, bro. His character is so funny,
Yeah, I love
bro. I don't care when they're in that meeting. He just. And they're like, Black Noir sleeping. He goes, sorry, I'm narcoleptic. What are we doing again?
Yeah, and then nobody bats an eye. They're just like, yep.
This shit was fucking hilarious.
And Homelander
That's
didn't rip
fucking
his fucking
ridiculous.
throat
No,
out.
that's
No, Homelander doesn't care about that.
what's
Homelander's
funny.
just like,
And he has a soft spot for Black Noir, like even
Black
before.
Noir.
No, even before.
Well, yeah,
just like
before
Black
he
Noir in
did,
general. Like he's
which
always
is
like,
why
you guys
kinda-
are all fuck ups, except you, Black Noir.
He does. Then,
I've been seeing that.
then he killed Black Noir.
he didn't want to, but he did at
Yeah,
the end
oh,
of
yeah.
season 3. He ripped
And
his
then, like,
insides out.
ironically, he did that, and then you know what happens in the comic book.
Oh, yeah.
for real.
It's his clone.
It's so
Yep, this
fucked
is what I
up.
was saying.
Which in the comic books, like Homelander's not even the one who does all the fucked up shit.
No,
it's
it's
Black
the
Noir
Noirs.
doing all the fucked up shit, and then sending him photos of it, driving him crazy, making him think he's doing all the fucked up shit. When in reality, he's just his clone.
That's another thing actually about this episode that kind of really, really, really fucking got me was Homelander in it, because it's not that I had a problem with Homelander, but it seemed like for at least season 2 and then especially season 3 and at the beginning of this one, where every single time Homelander was on screen, it was great performance, loved it. He is the show, but I was expecting what I was going to get. Like I was like, all right, he's either going to go insane and have something growing on his head, or he's going to be like egomaniac, or he's going to try to be passive aggressive, one of those. In this episode, he is who I want. He is like, I feel like he's confident. He knows what he wants. He's going to get it. He's not going to let people manipulate him. He's not going to think differently. He's just like, this is what I want.
He's manipulating his son.
Oh yeah. Oh,
After he made a visit to the little room that he was raised in, he came to the terms they manipulated him, and that's how they got him to grow up. So now he's manipulating his son into where he's making his son think he's in control, but he's making the suggestions for his son to do what he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Sound like some Jedi shit.
He was grown in a fucking lab.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
his son is
he
not.
was. His son is not, but they did the same thing with his son because they tried to get the mother to raise him because they wanted a Homelander-like hero who's actually goodwill.
He has a mother.
And now Homelander's got control, but he's seen how they manipulated him, and he's been trying to make Ryan like him in a sense, but it hasn't been working because he's being forceful. And in this new episode, he has a new approach where he's like, you do what you want, man. Because they're pitching him the idea for like Super School or whatever it was, which is supposed to be like Sky High or whatever. And Ryan's like, I don't really want to do it. And he's like, cool, you don't have to. When in the old Homelander would have been like, buddy, this is what we want. This will make you look good, this, that, and the other. But this time he's like, he took a new approach. He's like, don't worry about it. He goes, you don't have to do it. He's like, whatever you don't want to do, you don't have to do.
That's why I say the writing for Homelander.
I can't wait to see him die.
Homelander or Ryan?
I cannot. Homelander.
Honestly, I'm
Both
down
from
for Ryan.
Yeah, both
dying.
from
I'm
him.
so sick of that little boy. I'm so sick of him. If I see
I like him.
hold, first of all, you fucking 15 years old. Why are you
I
holding?
don't
your,
think he's 50.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Way
He looks
younger.
older.
He's like 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he's
Why are
a-
you
he's
holding
a
your
little boy.
dad's hand like that? It's starting
He
to
was
bother
raised
me.
just
Maybe because I
his
ain't
mom.
have a
Daddy wasn't
No,
there.
I think that
He wasn't.
he
there.
had a
Maybe because I ain't have a daddy, but like I'm not holding.
Man, you get to hold your dad hand.
he had a
Tom Brady.
complicated situation.
He was like, come
So
on.
I'll give it. I'll give him.
Come
I'll give
on.
him that.
Come on, Ryan.
Daddy, yeah, you do be too.
No,
old.
like he's
yeah, that's a little old.
Come on, bring your ass.
he had like a weird situation, so I'll give him that because like he was raised by his mom, then his mom gets killed. Now like your stepdad.
Mega
Also,
Your stepdad withdraws, and then your real dad pops up, and he's literally the most famous, powerful thing in the entire world, and you find out that that's your dad, and now he wants to be in your life. You don't know anything about him. Like it's just a complex
also, how
situation.
many times people have to tell this man is evil, and he's like, it's my dad.
That don't mean shit. He's
Yeah,
12.
I mean, yeah,
think that-
he just sees his dad.
Again, maybe because I ain't have a daddy, but like,
Gets
if
a-
someone-
Well, quit bringing it to the table.
But if I'm just saying, if niggas telling me this man is bad,
I don't give a fuck. He nice to me.
Well, that's exactly.
That's all you need right there.
I guess.
That's all you need.
Like Michael.
but does that mean are you safe
yeah,
As of
he's
now,
safe for
yeah.
now.
for now?
No, I'll beat my dad ass. Fuck,
That's a trope. Like that's a common thing. Like yeah, he's safe for now. I don't think that's not how. I don't think that's how it plays out in the comics. But like
But the son doesn't even exist in the comics.
Okay,
He gets,
so-
Butcher beats him to death with a lamp.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, as a baby.
Okay, that's fair.
So again,
well,
really good writing.
So, but regardless,
Carl Urban,
like
you gotta do it.
That's a common trope in like shit in general. Like you are close to this person, you're ignoring the red flags. Eventually, they turn on you because they turn on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a common thing. And Homelander. That's why I said I cannot wait to see this nigga die. I cannot wait.
I think this will be the
I
season.
want to restart.
Because there's one more season after this.
I want to redo the episode that we did where we talked about our favorite deaths in media after he died.
Now hold on real quick.
because I hate that nigga.
Now
It's a couple.
you hate him
couple of
and you want him to die. So let's predict right now how he's gonna die. Because he will probably die in season 5. He's not dying this season.
You don't think he's
He-
like
he's the show.
There's no
After he dies, there's no more the boys. That's
no,
the whole
but
point of the boys.
wasn't it becomes like the bad guy essentially?
Butcher does, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. I still.
I can see
think they're
making
gonna
a whole
die together
season
at
of
the
chasing
end.
around Butcher.
No,
I think
No.
Butcher gonna kill him,
I don't think
and
so.
then Butcher will die.
I think Ryan.
Well, everybody. Okay, everybody.
That's
Put
what-
your
Yep,
put
yep,
your
yep.
idea in a hat. We'll start with Mike because he wants him to die the most. Go. How do you want him? How do you think he's
Yeah.
gonna die?
Yeah, put it in the hat, bro.
If it's not how the comic,
It's not gonna be like that. No.
Because they've already deviated so much.
I would think that they come up with some. They have to come up with some kind of like a antivirus or something like that.
Well, they
that,
have that already.
that cancels out the superhero
They
thing.
got that.
And then somebody has to come up that's as strong. It's probably gonna be Butcher. It probably will be Butcher.
Like a fight to the death.
that can fight him to the death and then kill him like that.
Mm.
And then I know that like that's similar to what happened in the comics if I remember correctly. But like it has to be something like that because there's no other. Anything else would be anticlimactic for the whole show. Like he has to get he has to get beat to death.
Look back.
Like it has
Face
to be
bloody up.
like maybe not like literally beat to death, but like it has to be like a fight and somebody has to kill him, even if it's a group thing, like
the way they did
Michael Myers,
That dude got bodied.
and still got their
and then
ass.
still got this
that
nigga.
bitch had
No, I'm talking about when
that bitch
all the
had a
girls jumped
arm.
the
Oh,
racist
yeah,
the
girl.
racist girl.
Stormfront.
No,
Girls
you
get
know
it,
what?
Mom.
I didn't like that for some reason. That
It was
I don't
badly
know, cringy.
choreographed. I enjoyed the pleasure of it because they was all sick of this bitch, but the action of it, the choreographing,
Mhm.
was dumb as fuck. But they was all sick of this girl,
Mm.
and every one of those girls had beef with Stormfront.
Oh, she gonna get out of here? I like Stormfront.
Stormfront's. I'm sorry. You know what? We're gonna glaze over that.
Antonio, how do you think he's gonna
Yeah.
die?
Now that you said it,
I know she racist. I know.
you can appreciate the
I
character.
like her character.
Yeah.
I like her character.
I-
And she
I
look
thought you
good.
liked her as a person, but okay.
No, bro. I'm not you. I just don't like people's personality. I just I like her, like her as a character. Her French office. Go ahead.
She's an amazing character.
Now that he said it about the virus and something, and then maybe there's like a fisticuffs cool. So my vision is virus depowers Homelander, Billy and Homelander fisticuffs. Ryan
Oh.
comes and saves the day. Maybe Ryan's not depowered for some reason, and
I don't think they're still wondering if he can be depowered because he's the first natural born superhero.
exactly.
So I don't. They don't know.
Ryan, Ryan's gonna be the one. Ryan will be the one. I'm just letting everybody know. Y'all, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Ryan's being built up so high that Ryan's gonna be the one to beat in Homelander. Maybe because he has a blind spot to him. Maybe whatever. Ryan will be the reason. Actually, I'm gonna start boys tonight. I'm gonna finish.
I
it
can see
tonight.
that actually.
Ryan will be Homelander's downfall. In what way? We'll see. In my head, it's Homelander gets depowered. There's a fisticuffs between him and Billy, but Ryan will be the hammer,
I just want to point.
the nail.
I think that, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, if you depower Homelander, you could kill that nigga with a paper
He
clip.
can't fight. So it's ironic you're saying that. So
See the way that he takes off?
Like, what would what would he do without his powers?
So that's the thing. So in Mortal
Yo,
Kombat, he's in Mortal
stupid as
Kombat 1 right now. And Mortal Kombat 1, the creators land, the hardest thing about Homelander was he doesn't fight in the show.
He doesn't.
So they had to take the little clips they had of him just throwing haymakers, just swinging to try to build up. So he's now a zoner. He's literally just throwing I-beams.
What's
the
a
whole
zoner?
He's just throwing
He just
projectiles. His so his only thing is just his flight. So he does this a lot.
Fucking takeoff is so
The
fucking
God
dumb.
rays.
Yeah.
He does the God rays and then he comes down hard and then laser beams.
All right,
That's
bro.
Homelander.
So you got Ryan?
Ryan will
Ryan.
will be his downfall,
Okay.
but Billy will have him and
So
Billy
you
and
think
him
Ryan and Billy are going to team up on Homie?
some way somehow.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Lear, what you got?
Same thing as Mike.
Same
Billy.
thing as Mike, Billy.
Yeah.
Matthew?
I'd say I would go with Antonio's as well. I do think the final battle would have to involve Ryan and Homelander and Billy.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it could be one of those situations where they do depower Homelander, and at this point, maybe Ryan, at least Homelander thinks he has Ryan under the control as much as he can. They might be fighting, and then Homelander's depowered, but Ryan can't be depowered. So Homelander's like, Ryan, kick his ass. So Ryan might push Butcher away, punch him a little bit, maybe hurt him a little bit, and then as he's about to kill Butcher, he's probably
Your mother.
thinking, and then exactly, and Butcher's like, do it, or something about
Your mother would be disappointed.
and then and I could see
Got a
Ryan
really
being
good
like,
accent if I don't know what.
That's how he sounds in my head. It's just
That's how he sounds.
So,
okay.
Okay, good.
so
So,
Homelander
yeah,
gets
I would say.
Homelander gets depowered and then killed with a fucking pillow, and that'll be
He
it.
suffocated.
I would
No,
say,
just hit him with a pillow and he just die.
I would
The
say
nigga
I
is so
agree.
weak. He can't fight. Like he.
Well, he still has
muscles.
muscles.
I
so
will
we'll
agree
give him
with
that.
what you were saying about. I think it would be very anticlimactic for it to either not be
Muscles gonna grow
Butcher
just 40.
or Ryan.
So
They
40
could do a
is-
subversion of expectations, and they could maybe do it in a
Huey.
good way. Off the top of my head, yeah, Huey would probably be a good subversion. But even then, it's like, when I was talking about this with Santuan about the burnout from season 1 to 3, and it was kind of like the main consensus on social media and main people are saying is oh, it's just the same boys trying to kill Homelander in a loop. And I was one of those people that was saying that, but as I looked more into it, it was more than that, of course. But I still stand on that is, of course, the main objective.
He's
every
the
season.
biggest bad.
And so if
Mm.
Butcher or Ryan doesn't kill Homelander, or if they're not involved, it would give me the same kind of feeling as Arya killing the Night King in Game of Thrones, because the Night King is one of the most intimidating, scariest villains I've ever seen in show,
Is he
and a
the
lot of
ice
people
nigga?
agreed.
He's the
Yeah,
ice nigga.
and
Sub-Zero.
throughout the whole thing, it was John was built up to be the one to kill him. It was literally almost like
It was
foretold.
the
It was a
prophecy.
foreshadowed. He had the sword to kill him. He's the only one that saw him and survived. He's seen him a second time with Dragon. He's seen him so many times and had stare downs that when it was the final battle, they were looking at each other face to face. They were in a fucking field. They're about to go. I was getting so hype. And then all the other White Walkers came up and then made that fight go away. And then as the Night King's walking to go kill Bran, Arya, out of fucking nowhere, who has the most randomest character art ever, stabs the Night
Where
King.
did she jump
This
from?
all-knowing, powerful being that has been told by prophecies to be the apocalypse of the world just doesn't realize a little girl sneaking up behind him.
Bro, that shit kills it for me. And I know we got to get yours, but that shit kills it for me. I do not like shit like that. Anticlimactic shit. That's why I'll read ahead to some shit, because I said, I'll read the whole layout of a whole show just to see what happens. Spoiler alert. That's why I didn't fucking finish Vinland Saga.
Yes, you've said that many
Damn,
times. while I was watching
fucking
it.
kid.
I want to get into it.
Don't say
That
that.
shit, I was like,
I'm still
Can't
on
do
the
it.
end of season
Wow.
1.
can't do it. No, because I will say this.
Sometimes
I
you
don't
do
like
it,
when
bro.
people don't finish what they start.
Okay.
That's what so in this situation, you set it up to be this. Like you said it, like it has to be Billy or it has to be fucking Ryan. Like I would say it has to be Billy, but like Ryan, like, it would make sense. It would make sense.
Right.
It would make sense.
I think Billy has to be involved.
He
he
has to be
has to be
involved.
there.
But like,
he has to be
if they
there.
came out and they were like, okay,
Fucking
Huey
Frenchie.
does it.
Mother's
At
milk.
the end of the day, I'm not saying it has to. Like,
Actually, Mother's Milk would kind of make sense. Mother's Milk would actually kind of make sense because the whole Homelander thing is what has torn his family apart.
Yeah.
Like
But
not
I mean,
only
that's
Homelander's
Homelander's
but
whole
Soup.
thing.
Well, Soups
Homelander
in
tears
general.
everybody up. Like,
Well, MM's thing just like hunting down Soups. Like it started with like his grandpa getting killed by Soldier Boy.
it was, yeah.
Was it
And just-
okay?
Yeah. But I mean, this season alone, like,
didn't
well,
miss the
even
element.
at, like towards the end of last season with Mother's Milk, like him and his ex-wife's boyfriend Todd, they were like
fucking
going,
guy.
Fucking Todd.
they're going at it, because Todd's a huge Homelander guy, and Mother's Milk's like the guy's a piece of fucking
and
shit.
throwing it in the face of the
And he
daughter and
actually
shit.
knows him.
Ugh.
And but the
Gross
daughter
ass
was
nigga.
like she really likes Todd because you know it is what it is.
He's white.
Exactly, we're very likable, as you can tell. Watch the debate.
Very likable. I'm a good guy.
Yes, but
You got the morals of an alley cat.
bro,
Yeah, dude.
it's heated when you tell
As-
somebody of the morals of an alley cat.
God damn.
But no,
Freaky ass
but
nigga.
a lot of things go out between Mother's Milk and that shit. So I mean, it is what it is. But
What do you think?
all right, you guys are gonna get everybody.
What you thinking, Big Cat? What you thinking, Big Cat?
Oh, check this out. All right, I'm gonna break it down for you guys. All right, so
Your mouth.
Ashley is gonna get injected with the virus. She's gonna take a floater in Homelander's toilet like she's
You're
been doing.
freestyling. This nigga is freestyling.
Of course I'm
All right,
freestyling.
go ahead.
None of this is actually going to happen. I'm going with the wildest take possible.
Okay.
Ashley's going to come out on top. The woman who's been picking her hair out of her head
Oh,
because
baby.
she's so anxious and scared of Homelander. She's now bald. She is going to be injected with the
like that
V,
form.
compound V virus, the VV. She's going to kill him.
That would be honestly.
For her character's sake, I will support that. She's sick of this nigga and she can't do nothing about it.
That
Ashley's
would
gonna
honestly be a terrible life. Like her life would be that if that
She's literally
like living in her position would be terrible.
It's gotten worse. In this season, Sister Sage goes, "You're a mascot like McDonald's or Wendy's." She goes, "We still need you to be." Sage literally was just like, "I'm going to be the new CEO." She goes, "But I don't want to be the face of it, so we're going to keep you because we still need a face." And she literally says, "Like McDonald's and Wendy's." She goes,
bro.
"So that's
It's
what
funny
you
'cause
are
she's
now."
a redhead too.
And then her boyfriend, in the last episode, her boyfriend dumped her. Oh, yeah. A little bit of Ashley right now, real quick. Her boyfriend dumps her because he's like the newscaster guy, right? And she's a dominatrix against him. He loves it. He loves being dominated. Mind you, he's married, so everybody's a piece of shit in this show, so it don't matter. But anyway, A-Train runs in. He dumps her because she's no longer dominant because she lost her power at her job. So he's like, "You're not worth it." He literally just says it to her face. He goes, "Yeah, I don't really fuck with you no more." So of course she's heated. She's petty, right? Mm-hmm. A-Train comes up to her. Yeah, comes up to her. And he's like, "Yo, we need to find a way to like deviate like who they think the rat is." She goes, "Say less." At the end of the episode, you see that they're all in like the little meeting room together, and Homelander's like, "We caught the rat." And he looks at A-Train, and A-Train's sweating bullets because he didn't know what was about to go down. And I forget who it is. They come dragging in the fucking news guy. Come dragging him in. We found all the text messages to Mother's Milk, or not text messages, but the phone calls going out to Mother's Milk, shit like that. He goes, he's the one who's been ratting us out. So she stole his phone, made fake phone calls, and then ratted him out and got him beat to death by them. Because fucking Homelander did a little speech. He's like, "We're better than humans. We're gods, and we have to be wrathful gods, and we need to start making examples out of these people." And so he's like, "Everybody beat that man to death." And they had the two kids from Gen V in the room too. And they all took turns beating him to death except for A-Train. A-Train did not get in on it. I like to point that out. A-Train is getting his redemption arc in right now, and we're loving it. But yeah, that is how petty she is. So you dump me? You dump me?
Ain't that the
I
dude?
get you beat to death.
Ain't that the dude who she said like she got like he took out the anal beads or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think that
I gotta make it to season.
So I
4.
think Ashley
This is hilarious.
Ashley's gonna kill Homelander.
no matter, bro,
I like Ashley Loki.
I feel bad
that
for him.
world would be fucking
Terrible.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like
The one
that
we live in.
that world would honestly be awful. Like
Yeah.
they would really turn people like I think that in that situation, being in that environment, even for her as a regular person, she would still end up that would happen. She would end up like a sociopath, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
psycho for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to survive in this life. And I mean, that is a terrible world to live in. There's no doubt about it. But there might be worse worlds to live in.
Are you talking about
Dragon Ball Z.
hot dragons?
No, I'm talking about something different. I'm actually talking
The planet
about
get blown
something
up.
different.
You just forget about it.
No,
Oh, shit.
I'm talking about probably an even worse world to live in.
Not like the transition.
Yes, where these things lurk in the shadows.
Demons.
Yes, and there's a corpse. Corpse. There's a is it a
Core.
corp or
Core.
core? There's a
Core.
core of people who help you defeat them.
It's a
Kind of
corpse of people.
They don't really help you, but they turn into corpses.
Where there's also a fucking narcissistic piece of shit with power.
Yes,
Homelander,
Michael Jackson.
Muzan.
Moves on.
Who's on?
Bro.
MH.
I thought we were
Bro.
talking about Hot Tea.
I love
Homelander,
Muzan.
they're actually
Muzan is
very
hilarious.
similar because they're actually very similar in the way that
How
this
they
is
run
what
shit.
happens if you give a bitch ass nigga, too much power.
Amen.
Without a doubt,
Amen.
bro.
No.
Like when you watch this nigga, bro, he is really a bitch ass
Oh,
nigga,
yeah.
bro. Like and I said that shit before.
From jump.
From jump,
From
before
jump.
he even was a demon,
He was in
when
that
he
scene.
thought that he was gonna die,
He killed it.
he killed the doctor that was helping him,
And then he was
and
fine.
then found out that the doctor was
Immediately.
actually helping
The
him.
medicine was working.
and
Like,
now
oh,
he
shit.
and then had to spend 1,000 years making other demons so that he could try and overcome the sun. He's a fucking dumbass. But
It's crazy.
Kirk
That's
so-
the 50, baby. That's the
Demons-
50.
dem-
Man, don't know it.
It ain't gonna work.
You can tell he's not Irish.
that nigga was.
Yeah, that's the same way Irish.
You know
people
what I
react.
thought about?
Yeah.
The demons in Demon Slayer are more like vampires
Jesus, we get
than
that.
like demons.
In a sense, yeah. Except for stabbing him through the heart doesn't kill him, like with a stake. Because
Yeah.
we've seen what happened with Rengoku.
Or tax
I get what you're
evasion.
saying.
Ouch. That was
Yeah,
painful.
they're like vampires, but like
They're more like
Also,
Well, you can see
just
in-
a quickie. But the demons are a little bit more braver than he is because they're willing to
yeah.
go out and do the dirty work.
fucking problem.
Well,
I
think-
think that's
well, yeah,
Muzan's
well, they're not
problem.
brave, they're
Everybody's
scared of him.
doing
I
his
think
work,
that's
work.
One
I
mic.
think that's the message that it tries to portray is that Muzan being at the absolute top, most powerfulest, is the most arrogant, close-minded, like actually not about it type.
but
person.
I mean, in his defense,
The man did pull up.
he did pull up. But in his defense, he doesn't need to do anything because he created them for this purpose.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he created them to work on his behalf.
He is also OP.
Very
And he's
Dracula.
OP as actual fuck.
But
Yeah.
well,
But I mean, he probably also is scared.
but the way that
because-
he told people to become a demon, it's like, yo, I can help you with your disease. I can help you with
That's
your disease
just
and everything.
that's just manipulating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the evil part of
He
the manipulation.
well, regardless. So I'm gonna just recap the season.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
real
recap
quick.
the season.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna set this here.
season through. Wait, is this season 4?
I think it's 4. I think it was
Technically
4.
4.
It is technically
Because the Mugen
4.
Train didn't count as a season.
No,
It's
three.
technically 4.
Yeah, Mugen is technically.
I mean,
part of
technically it
more
is
of
4 because Mugen would have been season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
talking-
Entertainment
I was
District.
you're right.
technically.
Okay.
Yeah, Mugen Train is technically part of the
There's a
Swordsmith
movie.
arc.
Yeah. So there's a spider over here.
Where kill it,
Bro, just kill it, bro.
kill it.
Just kill it, bro. Damn,
Did
this
you
nigga
just
is.
shoot the ones with a spider? Mind you,
I won.
itsy bitsy boy.
Yeah.
It's
It's gonna come
A
back.
dub is
calm
a
down,
dub, nigga.
Muzan.
But so this was the Hashira training arc where all the demon slayers, they knew that because Nezuko conquered the sun that Muzan was going to try and come get her. They didn't know how, but they knew that he was going to come. So the master decided that he wanted all the demon slayers to get trained so that they can be powerful enough because they know that there's about to be like a big battle. And they all the other aspect of that was for the Hashiras to train to get their marks, Like they're trying to manifest marks on the Hashira, which gives them like superpowers. The marks so far are Tanjiro was the first one to get one. He got that when they were fighting the upper six, and then Muichiro and Kanroji, they got theirs fighting the 4 and the 5. So they're trying
Gimei
to,
don't have one?
huh?
Is it Gimei? Yume?
Gyome.
He don't have one?
No, none of
If
them.
I'm correct, I
none
think
of-
Rengoku did.
Rengoku
When
didn't
he
either.
fought Akaza, he didn't.
He didn't.
Oh, no, keep going.
That shit probably would have helped him.
I feel like
Wow.
which is
Too
why
soon.
he's dead.
Damn.
He still put up a good ass fight.
Good ass
Yeah.
fight.
let's-
I'd
Absolutely.
say that performance of him fighting Akaza and obviously knowing how the whole story plays
That
out,
whole season.
he held his own the
Yeah.
hardest out of any other.
Because
Hashira.
Weird
not to
ass
mention, he
nigga.
was, what is he, upper 3?
He was the upper 3.
Yeah, so he shot the ones on his own with the upper 3rd.
without a mark.
All he had to do was last a few more minutes too. But side note, I've noticed that the theme, and I think that they kind of pointed it out more so in this last episode, the finale. The underlying theme of the two is like connection and human bonds versus ego. That's what like the representation of the Demon Slayers verse, because none of them besides one person, which I will not say because that will be a spoiler because it didn't come out yet, but there's only one person in the Demon Slayers that's ever actually killed an upper rank demon with no help at all. Like Muichiro technically did,
I think I
but
know who
he
it is.
got help from the kid.
Yeah.
The kid,
Oh, yeah,
the kid gave him air. But like, if you think about it, in their fights, these Hashira are like the strongest of humans, and they cannot fight a demon without help. Like even in the fucking entertainment district, Tengen was going hard
Oh, yeah.
fighting
Put
Gyutaro.
up the second best.
But he had to the other 3 had to be fighting the other bitch for him to have won. If he was going as hard as he could just fighting the one,
That nigga
and he
look
was
like
the
Lil
strong
Wayne.
one, but the girl was still a factor. Like there was no way that he could have did that by himself. And like even like there was that, even the fucking the upper 4, the kid with the drums,
Yeah.
Kanroji died.
Kanroji had to keep him busy so that they could
Yeah.
to keep the
And
like
she lost.
there was a technically she
And
lost.
she was marked too.
Like
so
she was marked.
like-
well, they were fighting for hours. Like they were going like for hours. So that regardless, like I think that's what they were getting at. That's really what it represents. Like, and the master said a good thing, which I will come back to. So they're doing the Hashira training. Each one of them is each Hashira is training a whole batch of people on their specific abilities. The only ones that aren't doing it is Kocho and Giyu. Tomioka. Tomioka's doing it because he's emo, and Kocho is busy
Make him
getting prepared for
Who's Kocho again?
the butterfly.
Yeah.
She's busy getting prepared for the final battle. So we find out that Tomioka's depressed because he never passed final selection technically. So he never there. It's kind of like how in Naruto and Sasuke never ranked up.
Them motherfuckers were Geni.
Yeah,
while
like they never.
Naruto went from Geni to Hokage.
Naruto. So it's kind of like that, but he feels depressed because the guy that there's so many fucking names, bro. The guy that
We know what you're talking about.
trained Tanjiro to cut the boulder was the guy that Tomioka was in final selection with. It was his best friend, and he saved everyone, but he was the only casualty in that whole thing. So he ended up dying like that, and Tomioka's sister also died protecting him. So he feels like he's basically a bitch because even as strong as he is, his life has been saved by other people.
I mean,
twice.
well,
Tanjiro
Good
pointed
point.
out. Shut up.
getting carried.
Tanjiro pointed out that like these people did this so that you could go on, like, and he remembered that the guy had told him that when they were kids, he smacked him and said, "Don't ever." He smacked him and said, "Don't ever fucking take for granted that your sister gave her life to save yours." Like, and then this guy did the same thing for him. I'm really fucking. I can picture his face. I cannot think of his name right now. But
They only
Those
his name
names
like
are
once
hard.
or twice.
I don't know.
So
Look, let me
many-
tell you something. You're doing a very good job keeping up with their names. And like,
'Cause I don't say MJ, nigga. I don't say.
I say Butterfly. I just know Nezuko.
Yeah, I go back. I go off characteristics of characters, and
Yeah.
like even One Piece.
Yeah.
Like
Characteristics,
I'll know
yeah.
the crew members.
Like,
I'm
you're
caught
doing
up,
a
but I'm doing
very
off
good job.
characteristics.
bro, I'm like, I cannot think. I can picture it is.
You got
but-
the names, and they're hard names.
Yeah, some
I
of them.
barely know Steve.
But regardless, bro. So fast forwarding through it. The thing that I mentioned on the pod one time that I couldn't wait to see was Tanjiro ended up getting into a fight with Shinazugawa, the
Hilarious.
older brother one, and he's such a fucking asshole.
I fuck with him.
Bro, that shit, Tanjiro is a real ass nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Tanjiro is a real ass nigga because Genya, which is the younger Shinazugawa, has been trying to like reconnect with his brother because they fell out because his brother had to kill his mom because she got turned into a demon, and
Oh my.
they fell out over that, and then he was trying to apologize to him, but Sanemi, which Shinazugawa, the older one, isn't trying to hear it. This is the first time that they've made contact, and he's trying to talk to him, and he's like, "I don't have a little brother, so fuck off." and he was like, "Bro, I even ate demons, like, because Genya doesn't have a breathing technique, but he can eat demons and adopt their powers." So his brother was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And then Tanjiro was like eavesdropping, and he was like, "Oh shit." And
I gotta solve
he
this.
turned around and was about to poke his fucking eyes out, Genya's eyes out, and Tanjiro saved him, tackled him through the building, and
remember that.
Sanemi came out, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna kill him. That would be against the core rules. I'm just gonna break him beyond repair." And he was like, "You're not gonna do that. You said that you don't have a little brother, so why the fuck do you care what he does?" And he was like, "Oh, well then I'm gonna break you beyond repair too." And then they tried to fight. My nigga Tanjiro fucking blocked his shit and kicked that nigga in the head. Everybody was like, "Oh shit." That's the second time that he actually landed a hit on this Hashira.
Yeah.
So that pisses him off. And then they started fighting. But Tanjiro was good. Like he held his own, and then him and Genya became cool. Cause Genya is Gyome's what's it called? Sogoku or whatever.
You're the one with the words,
he's
I don't know.
his
Padawan.
trainee, basically.
Yes, Padawan. I know that one.
So Tanjiro breezes through all the fucking training.
Yeah.
And there was another thing which goes back to what I was saying about them. Like, it's essentially about teamwork and just like everyone working towards a common goal. When they were doing the sound Hashira's training, the random demon slayers were like, "We don't fucking stand a chance." Like they said, like, maybe the Hashira and Tanjiro can like fight a upper rank, but we ain't doing shit against them niggas. And then they were like, the Tengen was like, "What?" And then they were like, "But we want to get stronger so we can at least be useful to you guys in some capacity." Like, so
shirts.
we're
So
not.
that's what Tanjiro.
I mean, that's the
what
best way
Tanjiro
to do
said.
it, though, because I said this I think it was last pod or the pod before. These, aside from the main characters, these other slayers are getting slayed.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what Tanjiro like told him. Like, even though you aren't as powerful as us and everything, you still play a vital role.
Everybody
And
plays a role.
Everybody play a role.
I love
Yeah,
me too
everybody
much. I would
plays.
be like, nah, girl.
No, bro.
Those are what we call red shirts.
I will be
Yeah,
what?
they
I'll be like the
red
girls.
shirts are
Honey
from
Jenner?
dinner.
no red.
I'll be like homeboy's
No, really-
girlfriends. You want me to make you some gyozas and
That's
shit,
junior
baby?
varsity.
But really,
I'll make you
really,
some
I
dinner,
mean,
baby.
they are. I mean, to an extent, I think they're just not. I think they're just not important because like to have gotten to the stone
Oh, yeah.
to have gotten to the stone Hashira, some of them niggas are strong.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Self-credit.
so
There was it was actually they touched on that exact parallel or metaphor, whatever you want to call it, in the Swordsmith arc with Tokito, where I can't remember the exact scene. Oh, it was the little kid. Tokito is running to go help Tanjiro and Kanroji. He sees the little kid in danger. And he's like, it's just a little kid. It's not a fighter.
yeah.
Has absolutely no fucking clue. No, and then he's just like, he saves him and he's like, what? Why am I saving him right now?
He remembered that he remembered someone told him, or no, he remembered that Tanjiro said like if
everybody
like when you help others you usually end up helping yourself. That was how it ended. Like he helped the kid, and then the kid later on was the one that gave him the air so he could get out.
He was shitting on. Oh yeah, it was the kid because the robot. That's what it was. He was like not respecting him and just saying like, I don't give a shit about what this kid thinks because he's a fucking just kid. He's not a fighter. He's not gonna help us.
Yeah.
But then and I really like that a lot of how they're supposed to seem unimportant, but Tanjiro and they're like the people are learning.
No, I mean,
and
even
of course,
even in the very end.
See, I was about to say, without
they still play a role.
They are every single person is important.
Everyone is important.
The Demon Slayer,
but so
you need some meat shields.
It's the best part.
So they touch on they get to the Stone Hashira's backstory, and his shit was fucked. He was
Who's backstory? I'm sorry.
The Stone Hashira.
Yeah.
Gyome was the first of the Hashira. He's the strongest of the Hashiras, the current Hashira, and he's like basically the leader. But he was running an orphanage because he's blind and he wanted to take care of kids in his village. One of the kids. What is funny about
blind
Bro,
and
because
taking care
it's
of
just
kids?
so
And he's
fucked
like,
up. It's just
he's fucking Daredevil, nigga.
no. That's what I'm just the whole iteration of
village
that
called?
shit.
I don't know,
I was about to say
Hell's
he's the
Kitchen?
devil of that village. That's Hell's Kitchen.
bro. So
Detroit has their own Daredevil. So
Do we?
Okay.
You mean the Chris Brown nigga
lawyer.
that be dancing on cashew?
that lawyer who does those
Jomana?
whatever he
Joanna?
does the commercials and he's like,
Sam Bernstein nigga.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. All right. So the Stone Hashira is he took in a bunch of orphans, and one of the orphans ran off one day, got caught by a demon, and instead of like selling himself or letting the demon kill himself, he told the demon that he could go
Snitch ass nigga.
he could go eat everyone that's in the house. And they set wisteria plants outside the house, and he knocked them all out so the demon could go inside. And then Gyome told the kids to get behind him. The kids didn't listen because he was blind.
and he was weak and strong
and
at
they
the time.
thought that
that's
he
right.
was skinny, but they thought that he was weak.
He wasn't weak. Yeah, you're right. He was just strong.
he was just skinny, and they thought that he was weak, so they didn't listen. They ran this nigga, iced all of them, and the only one that listened was the little girl.
You get what you earned.
The little girl stayed behind him. He fought the demon with his bare hands and like was beating the shit out of this nigga until the morning time. And then the little girl, when the police came, the little girl told them that Gyome did it. So he got arrested for mass murder. And then the master who was 14 at the time got him out, and like he knew what happened, so he got him out and brought him in. But the kid, side note, the kid that snitched on them was the same kid that was cussing out Zenitsu in the first season. He was the kid that was like, there was a flashback when Zenitsu was fighting that little spider, and it starts off with this nigga getting hit in the head with a potato or some shit, and it was like, he said, "Get the fuck out of here," and then he was like, "What? Why?" And he was like, "Get out of here. You're weak. I don't want to see you anymore. Like all you do is cry." And he was like, "But Gramps wants me to," and he was like, "Don't fucking call him Grandpa. He was a former Hashira. Why? Like how do you get so comfortable with him? Whatever." That was the same kid.
Did not know that.
So, yep. So that kid was the one that snitched on him or whatever. So you find out Gyome is like, okay, he has one of the most fucked up backstories, and he got stronger and yada yada yada. But he approved of Tanjiro because Tanjiro didn't lie about how things happened in the last mission. Like he was praising Tanjiro for making the decision to like say fuck his sister and go save the people, and Tanjiro was like, that wasn't me, I couldn't make a decision, that was Nezuko's decision, she kicked me off and made me go do it. And he recalled that experience, and then he was like, usually kids are selfish and they lie and they just do, like, they're innocent, but they are self-preserving, like they'll say whatever to protect themselves. This kid is different. And he was like, no matter what you say, I approve of you, and yada yada yada. And then shit went right the fuck up. Like, them niggas, bro, Sanemi realized after they were doing some Hashira training that he was getting followed by a fucking eyeball. And he grabbed it and crushed it, and then realized that it was like, it fizzed away, and he was like, fuck, we got infiltrated. And then the crows come because Muzan found the master's mansion and walked right in that bitch.
Yo, real quick on that, bro. The whole 20-minute walk of that shit, that nigga, that shit was just aura, bro. That nigga just leaking aura. Pause, bro. It was 20 minutes. Count it. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
It was like nigga mist and shit,
right? Nigga.
Fucking snow and all
Did
kinds.
you see people were putting Michael Jackson's music?
Yeah, that shit is so funny.
Smooth Criminal.
That's so
I mean,
great.
it might have been. I forgot what song.
Low key, I mean, but it was valid though, because I mean, so come to find out, the master knew that this was happening.
Yep.
The master was waiting for this to happen because he had shit he wanted to say to Muzan, and this has never happened. Like, Muzan has never had contact with. No, he's never had contact with the because the master. It's the same bloodline.
He's a fucking coward, bro.
It's the same bloodline, but he's never been. No, he wanted to find them, but they were just hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been the same bloodline for 1,000 years, but he could never find them. The closest that he's came was a side story, which I don't think is a spoiler because it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be in the anime. But the upper one was a demon slayer, and he killed the master at the time and gave his head to Muzan. But he killed his whole family actually. But
damn.
So
That's why they family cursed. What?
They were cursed before that.
Oh shit.
but
Badass family.
So
Niggas don't make it to 30.
Muzan finds him, and then they have their words back and forth, but the master tells him, like, essentially what we were saying earlier, like, you think that immortal is you living forever, but immortal is the fact that we have collectively hundreds and thousands of fucking people over 1,000 years have never given up on the idea of fucking killing you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like
Human
that,
will.
Human will. Like this idea that
keep
you have to
trying,
die is gonna, like, no matter what. Like, he said, he's the leader of the demon slayers, like Muzan is the leader of the demons, and he said, I'm not that important. Like, if I die, shit's just gonna keep going. Like, if you die, every demon's gonna disappear.
And on that and everything. So I originally thought that the master was always at the court, was at the training camp and everything, and he's literally just living by himself in peace with his family, just living.
No, he's
no guards, no nothing.
He's not even. He's not trained or anything. Like,
Nope.
they just have, like, he technically does have powers. Like, say, he's technically, his voice is a power. Like, the way that he speaks to people is a power. And
Just like me.
And he got that Riz ability, Riz breathing,
Unspoken
first form, Riz breathing, first form.
Yo, bitch,
Pillow
mine,
talk.
nigga.
So stupid.
Bro. and then he's technically psychic, but so they, like, so he has that ability, but he was like, bro, it doesn't matter, like, whatever happens to me, whatever. And Muzan let this nigga talk the whole time, which was dope. And so his bitch is a rider, bro.
She just stood there, didn't say nothing the whole time.
That was
I love that.
His whole
No,
family.
but she-
Let me get this shit
the
on.
whole
like-
family, man.
the whole family,
They over
like
there
they,
playing-
The kids knew what
They
was up.
playing
They
tips,
ball.
bro.
they playing
I love
ball. Like
those
they,
kids,
bro,
man.
they are down for the fucking cause, bro.
Hey.
Like his wife didn't nothing. Like that she was a writer.
Real, yeah.
But he ended up blowing himself up,
Family.
blew the whole family up, and
Boned him.
blew Muzan
No
up.
comment.
My nigga Muzan looked like a fucking eating chicken wing. Like,
Hold on. Sorry again. That CGI on that explosion might
oh
have
my
been some of the
fucking
best
God.
CGI
It was
I've seen in
beautiful.
bro,
anime.
even, it was so beautiful,
It
bro.
was
The
so-
fucking snow melting in the air.
Exactly,
Oh
dog.
my God.
The fucking
bro.
roof just buckling
bro,
and
I
shit.
am
That
gonna
shit
have
was
zero comments
crazy.
right now.
Huh?
There's so many things that I can say, but yes, it was very beautiful.
The
Why
animation
don't you
of the
say it?
whole
Say it.
thing.
Because it's all offensive and bad dark jokes.
Oh,
and we're
God.
praising.
I thought
we're
you
praising
meant
anime.
okay. I thought
No.
you meant
yeah.
something else.
So-
No,
So regardless, like, so he blew
let
blew
me be
himself
quiet.
up. Muzan popped out, and then Tamayo, which is the demon from the first season, she's like a doctor. She popped up, punched this nigga in the stomach,
Open
and
chest.
like planted
Red roses,
medicine
red
in his
thorns.
chest, and they
Muzan's
basically had in Muzan's chest they had a whole trap. Like they set this nigga up. Like they used the blood demon art of the guy that he randomly turned into a demon in the first season so he could escape. Which was like
the guy he's like
he just and turned him into a demon. That guy's blood demon art was like basically trees, so he turned into a branch or some shit. So like he got stuck in this thing, and then you find out that he turned Tamayo into a demon. Same thing, he manipulated her. He told her that he was going to save her from her disease,
Yeah.
and she didn't realize that she was going to turn into a fucking monster, and she killed her family like on instinct. And he's like, "Why are you mad at me, bitch? You did it." So that whole fucking thing. And then the Hashira came. They already knew their crows told them that the mansion was under attack. There's some weird plot shit because these niggas can literally damn near teleport, bro.
the crows.
Like, no, the fucking
the
the
demons.
Hashira, like,
Yeah.
bro.
I've seen them teleport.
Them niggas were literally disappearing and reappearing in places and shit. Like, well, I guess technically we don't know from how far they were coming, but there's a little plot hole there. But
They're all training right now, so I'm assuming it's all in the same area. That way, when the shit hits the fan, at least they're nearby.
yeah,
So
they're in
Master
the
ain't
area.
Stupid. Yeah.
No, so I feel like that's a plot hole. But they all show up, and I like this. I like this about it. They all showed up. They just knew that the mansion exploded. They see a guy in the middle, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then like Sonami was like, "Are you the fucking guy that did this to the master?" And then like whatever. And they don't know that that's Muzan because they've never seen him before.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
right.
they had never, none of them have ever seen him. They don't know what he looks like. I liked it too when the master's wife explained how his description to him.
Yeah.
Because he's blind, he can't see.
How
And
does he
then
look?
he broke him down. He was like, he looks like a male in his 20s. He has black hair.
Yeah,
He
you
has
seen
pink
MJ?
eyes with a
MJ.
slit. And he's dressed like whatever. And like that's really fucking, I don't know, like them human, like describing him and like seeing him for the first time and shit. I like that for some reason. But like they saw him for the first time and then they were like, he was like, "That's Muzan, get this nigga." And they all ran and tried to. Well, before Gyome said that, him and Tanjiro locked eyes. Tanjiro was the only one that's ever seen him, and he saw Tanjiro, and Tanjiro, like, for whatever reason, Muzan acknowledges that Tanjiro is like his op. Like he's
it's
like
the earrings.
it is the earrings, but he knows like this is
the
fuck
nigga.
this nigga.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this 14-year-old. Like,
That's Kendrick and Drake.
low key. Well, he's like that was 16, but still, but so they all went to go attack him, and then the
My trap
lady,
card.
the lady with the sitar or whatever, Biwa. She does it and brings everybody in the Demon Slayer Corps into the Infinity Castle. And like most of them were just chilling. They were doing shit. They don't know what the fuck is happening. Fucking Inosuke is about to eat and then just falls into the ground.
Bro, yeah,
And he was like,
Let's go.
he's like, let's fucking go. Like, bro. And then fucking Zenitsu Zenitsu got some information. They didn't tell you what the information was, but he
I
turned,
know what the information is.
Yeah, he turned completely serious. Like his whole personality up to that point, he's just like he's worse than Tomioka now.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, and he was falling and opened his eyes, just grabbed his fucking sword, and he was like, he knows what's about to happen. So it was, bro. That fucking finale was fucking amazing. Like amazing. I was like, bro, I said this shit in the chat. Nigga, I did not watch another anime. I watched that shit 3 times that night.
Damn.
I just turned that shit right back. I was like, God damn.
I was trying to watch that shit again today.
Because Musa, bro.
I'm trying to wait for the English, but I might go ahead and
bro,
finish up in
the whole
Japanese.
fucking thing, bro. Like Musa, I want to see it in English too. But like the whole
no, you got me. What
bro,
is the FOMO?
It is so fucking hype, bro.
Yeah.
And it was like they were all like, bro, the thing where they were running down each of their ability, like each of their like fucking wind breathing, first form, stone breathing, second form, like whatever. Like they each were going about
Serpent
to attack
breathing.
this nigga.
Even the sparring between Waterboy and Windboy was lit.
Yeah, it was
like
lit.
that was. It looked.
Look how
gorgeous.
we named them. We can't even remember their names.
I'm never gonna remember.
This nigga has
Giyu and Sanemi.
their
I just
whole
remember
name.
You and Sanemi.
I know them. I read it.
I do
I
the
know
same
them
thing.
all by just
I
what
do
they
the same
powers.
thing.
That's it.
I'd be like, Love Girl,
Yeah,
yeah,
Kanroji.
Behind nigga.
yeah. That's it. I say the
You
same
remember
thing.
all their
The
names.
blind
That's so
bro,
cool.
the
I don't know how
you
do
gotta
it.
we gotta give some merit to that nigga too. Which granted, he was like Muzan was
Like, why is he-
Muzan was caught
He a
in
bitch.
the moment, but he sent his little whips at him and he just
Got them bitches out of there.
Bro, that shit was fire.
Bro,
But
that
even
shit
when he
was
knocked
hard
his
as
head
fuck.
off with the whole,
he knocked his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro, that bitch in.
Like
shit
knocked
was fire.
no, bro, he didn't just knock it.
I thought
He
you said
knocked
he
this
knocked his
nigga's
clit.
shoulders off.
Yeah.
Not this
Like,
click
his
clean
whole
off.
nigga just
Top.
I
iced
see
this
people
nigga.
complain, like
top
not
clip.
complaining, but like
Go ahead.
shitting on scene on Twitter. Even,
Wait, who?
Always
even
gonna
the
be one
explosion
person.
scene.
It's
just
always
like
gonna be
Twitter.
one
Like there's
person,
somebody's
Matt.
like, oh, and it got like 10,000 like
It's
likes,
always gonna be that
and it
one
was like
person.
not to be a hater,
But you're being a hater.
Demon Slayer's
Touch
not
a bitch,
beating
bro.
the jingling keys in front of you allegations.
this last
you
time.
just because it's a $1 billion budget doesn't mean flashy lights is gonna make it look good. Like what the fuck?
The fuck do y'all
What
want?
didn't look good.
Y'all
They do
already
this
said
every
the story isn't all that.
season. They do.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a
The
fuck?
fire to me looked real.
Bro,
I was
that
like,
shit
damn,
looked
they
Bro,
lit
that
the whole
shit
studio on
is,
fire.
bro, the whole slowing down of it. So like it showed
I'ma finish this
every
tonight, I
every
swear.
place they touched the
Dead
explosion
ass.
at.
It was the
I just don't wanna-
The Muzan scene was the main one that I
Bro,
was
and
seeing be
even
hated on.
even the, what's the call that I watched real quick and everything because I didn't read the manga or anything, but like when the girls were playing like ball and everything, and they highlighted it in the show and in the manga, they just kind of like went past it a little bit, and like just the whole like the sing along thing that they're doing, just the innocence thing going on while the master is having this whole talk with Muzan. That shit is, bro. That finale was really like,
Bro, that
really,
shit was
really
fucking
good.
phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
And I think about that shit like we talk because you guys read manga. I usually don't read manga, but like I went back and read some shit with this shit. But I was like, when you think about how much fucking work it takes to take a manga and make it into an anime, like, bro, you got to think about, like, bro, think about the fucking. Like I realized that first with Attack on Titan, somebody's job was to make the sound for when they pull their fucking swords out.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
like there's so much thought has to go into doing this shit. Like I noticed it even with fucking even with Demon Slayers. Like there's like some fucking like when Gyome is swinging the fucking mace around,
Yeah.
he's just like you got to hear the wind and like somebody has they have to put
You have to
so much attention
understand
to detail.
what's actually happening in that situation and
Yeah.
incorporate every single thing. Because even if you like, as much as you're gonna do, someone's gonna be like, "Well, this didn't make sense because I didn't hear this or I didn't see this,
Yeah.
or the leaf didn't move over to the left when he moved." It's like, bro, calm the fuck down. But it's like you.
117.
Like a good example is in the Entertainment District arc, where is my man's fighting with his one hand, and in the manga it's like 2
Sanemi.
pages.
Yeah.
Bro, it's only
But they
I'm
make
sorry,
it like a whole
Tengen.
episode.
Yeah.
Shit,
And
so
like
good.
the way to be like, all right, this is 2 pages. How can we make this 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like make that a whole beautiful fucking scene where it's just like overshadows anything that happened in that season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's one of
it's
my
just
favorite
like
fights of all time.
to go
Yeah.
from that to that like is difficult to do.
Yeah.
I think the entertainment district was my favorite. So for like that fight was my favorite, but this finale is like peak.
They
Yeah.
it was
it's peak.
speaking about like the production and like how much time goes in, or not even just time, but just like the effort and thought. So, you know, I complain about it, and fans in general, about Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen and how Mappa dealt with that and only gave him like months to work on. The Hashira training arc was made and finished. Like they finished the Hashira training arc in 2022.
Wow.
So
Oh,
they
really?
they waited 2 years.
The anime.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
really?
animated it, finished it in 2022.
Well,
They've
I think that's
been-
because. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Chainsaw Man done manga wise?
No, that's still going.
It's the other one done.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, is that done manga
It
wise?
better
It's
end
about to
fucking
be.
soon. Jesus Christ.
So I
It's about
think
to be.
let's talk about that real quick. We don't have much time left.
Yeah,
But the
just skipped over
problem
hot D
is-
so we could talk about white people shit. But go ahead.
What? What white people shit?
The boys.
Boys.
The boys.
And what is hot D but white people shit?
We were going to talk
Yeah,
about.
That's,
it's-
that
it's
is
not
the whitest of
that is
shit.
the
Yeah,
whitest.
that's literally
It's
Very
white
white.
people war crimes.
They only had
It's white
people-
people killing each other. Love it.
They only put diversity in that show because people were complaining.
I know.
Okay. Anyways,
Love them.
so my thing is about. Is this so good because the fucking manga's done, and they can just
No, it's the product. I'm
it's
sorry.
just the manga's done, so they can put the attention to detail into every
Nah,
fucking.
No, I'm
thing.
gonna say no. on that
Whereas
too.
other animes that are ongoing, you know, there's pacing issues.
I got
there's
something for
animation
you.
Issues. You know what I'm saying? I don't read a much manga either, so the only thing I know is from animes that I do watch that have a manga attached that are done and not done. The for Demon Slayer, the manga's done. So they're allowed to, they don't have to wait on deadlines. They don't have to wait for next chapters. They don't have to they animate this fucking show. Do what you need to do to make this the best show. So I think that plays a case.
No, usually
No.
usually for when the anime comes out, the manga when they start the anime, the part that they're animating was already out. So
So,
even
but
if
with
it's
Demon
even
Slayer,
if it is
was
ongoing,
done.
even if it is ongoing,
Yeah.
it'll still be you'll still be behind. Like from like because it doesn't take as long to write a manga as it does, even draw a manga as it does to animate a show.
I feel like it depends. So as a person who reads and watches, and you know this, that, and the other,
All the buff.
I think so. Some of them are monthlies.
Yeah.
So when those come out, so again, we'll do the bad end of that spectrum. Boruto, which the manga, like the anime came out as the manga was coming out. They came out basically the same fucking time,
They had a
And it was a-
formula already though,
but it sucked.
coming from
80% of but it was a different writer. So like you had the formula, but you
I'm
dropped.
talking about
the-
from the anime.
Yeah, they
on
dropped
the
the-
anime side.
they dropped the ball hard on that one because that is a monthly release.
Yeah.
You get one issue every month, and it is no 40 pages, give or take. But you have an episode dropping every week, and this one chapter a month. You're gonna be 80% filler like it was. Now, One Piece drops every week, and they drop a new episode every week, and they also don't take like breaks per se.
But One Piece has a huge pacing issue.
What I'm going to say about that is
We're getting that
One
another
Piece is
time.
all story. One Piece is all,
But
the story's
that's the-
not done. But
you
it's
can't
But
get
but listen,
into it.
hold on,
I'm
listen.
trying.
Yeah, but listen. Well, that's you. But listen, because
not
I got
dedicated
into
enough.
it, and look at me.
I did.
trying.
I remember when
Read
you were
it
getting
instead.
into it. It took you
But
about
I
3
tried,
months.
actually.
Listen,
Told
listen.
my friends.
The thing about One Piece is like One Piece doesn't have seasons. One Piece doesn't
Yeah, it just
stop.
doesn't stop.
It keeps going and it just has arcs. That's what I'm saying. Is like
Yeah.
the chapters come out weekly and they'll do short fillers here and there to like because Oda has to take a break because he's the drawer and the writer.
Yeah.
So he has to take a break. But their animation has only gotten better. It's gotten really good. That's why they're
Gotten
doing
really
this
good.
remake because
It has.
it's insane. Like the last issue was like a fight that was like again, manga version of it was minuscule, off like just a couple panels here and there. It was messy looking, and then in the anime, fire is
Yeah, that
fuck.
bitch was insane.
So, and that was the intro. That was like the opening to that episode.
Okay.
And it was gorgeous. And that's why they're redoing that to update the animation for it, because a lot of people are like, well, the animation, the old shit came out in the 90s or early. The manga came out in the 90s, showing to the. So they're remaking it for people like you who can now watch this, where they're taking out the pacing. They're fixing the pacing of the anime, and they're making it better animation.
This bitch walked around the fucking beach town for 3 fucking episodes and nothing
Oh
happened.
god.
Which who when again? That was a long time. ago.
Nami.
Nami, yeah.
Ah,
It
my
was
baby.
I'm still there. I'm only in the first
I'm still
fucking
there.
season, and
It's technically another season.
nothing's happened.
But when
Look,
you get
and the bitch is just walking around the beach
But I
town,
don't
feeling
think-
guilty for fucking.
There's a reason.
Snitching.
Look,
I
first
know
of
the
all-
reason. I saw the live action. I know what
Oh
happened.
yeah.
No, that's not
What the
the,
live
That's not
action
the-
did in
that's-
8 episodes, I'm making in fucking 40 and haven't gone nowhere.
Well, that's not
the bitch
that's not
just-
what
Three
actually.
episodes.
Well, that's kind of what happened.
it's
somewhat.
they I think they're pretty solid on path. They're pretty solid on path.
I
They're
want to
doing
say 2 points
on
to
in,
that.
Pop.
Yeah. The first
on in.
point actually off of that is One Piece is I am somebody that older animes, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, all had patient issues. All of them.
You're
Just
right.
because how massive they were. And when they were telling these stories, like animating it,
The
I feel like in
medium.
their head, they're like, we just got to tell exactly what happens. We got to change it a little bit, obviously. But now my second point about the production of whether the manga's finished or not, at the end of the day, it just depends on the production, how much time they give them. Because for Ufotable, which is the studio that does Demon Slayer, that's the only anime they're making.
Okay.
They're not working on anything else.
their whole production.
They don't have
all their budget goes to
deadlines.
that.
Yeah, and they have huge budget, obviously.
Mhm.
So they give them time. They're like, so examples, you take that manga, you take Demon Slayer, and you look at the Demon Slayer anime, whether the story was finished or not, whether it caught up or not, or past it, it's not for the story. It really isn't. If you're reading the manga, the story, obviously, even the show, it's a good story. But when you watch the anime, you're in it
Yeah,
for
my
that
ex
crazy
said-
visual and that fights and stuff.
My ex read the manga and the anime. He said the anime is 10 times better than the manga.
By far,
The
but-
manga is so
but there's
mid.
no difference.
He
There's not
said
a
the manga's
single
mid.
difference.
I've
in
only
the
read
story.
actually this arc. Because
Okay.
I heard you can read it in a few days.
Yeah, because it was
And I
very
did.
short.
I
That
was
was
like,
Yeah.
I'll read it.
I don't think that
And I did. I read it in a weekend.
I understand when, like, I kind of understand, like, when you say, when people say that, like, I think Matt said it a few times, but the story is basic. The story is basic, but it's like the peak of a basic
of
story.
course. Well, it's good.
Like it's like
yes,
like it doesn't.
100%.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
not,
does- yeah,
it's not the crazy. It's not crazy. Like,
They're not doing anything groundbreaking storytelling wise.
but it's
the
phenomenal.
storytelling,
Like,
Yeah, oh,
the
100%.
animation, the
the
voice
shit that
acting,
they touch on.
yeah, what
Yes.
they're doing.
It's enough to make you like actually invest and be like, wow, they're making me feel
'Cause I-
something
I
instead of just
truly do
telling me
love-
an anime story.
I said this last year. I haven't felt some way towards an anime since I was a kid. The way I feel about
What do you
Demon
mean
Slayer,
towards? What do you mean?
like
I'll
The-
try and give you animes to watch.
no, it's not even like anime to
No,
watch.
just
'Cause
like-
I watch anime.
Like it pulls
No,
on
I
your
mean, what you wanna
heartstrings
feel
and shit.
sad.
Like you feel a
No,
connection.
it's like
I was
full
about
of,
to say Gurren Lagann.
not even just. I'm scared.
Tengen Toppa Gurren
That
Lagann.
sounds terrifying.
No, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, man.
It not even just pulling on your heartstrings, but just like everything. It hits so many notes that like
invested in
literally
everything.
y'all talking about it. I'm only 2 episodes in
Oh, okay.
into the current season, and I read that chapter of the manga. Manga? I don't know. I read
right.
that arc.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I know what happens, but I haven't seen it finished animated wise.
Completely different.
But I enjoy so much of what Demon Slayer is. Like y'all finished talking about the anime. I got FOMO. I'm like, I gotta finish this shit.
That,
So
so with Demon Slayer, how the production is of
It
that,
is, and-
it's enough to
and
make
it-
you.
Bro, and it's like they do such a good job with like taking you like even this season was like that.
'Cause
Where it
everyone's
was like
this season, nothing's gonna
they-
happen. Nothing's gonna
yeah,
happen.
like but
Yeah.
even this
A lot of people
season
say you just
they
skip
do
this
a
season.
good job
Lies
of
you
like
tell.
shit
It
will
was
be
enough.
shit will be happy and like funny
Light.
and then just boom boom,
Drop you
like
right
you
into
just
the
get
bullshit.
right into
Hiroshima.
like yes, literally
Yeah,
every
Hiroshima.
time. It's
Well,
just,
this yeah,
like, bro,
that's
even-
literally what happened.
I feel like maybe
What's that?
I feel like maybe that's intentional because
Yeah.
they like if you think back on the fucking last season, the Swordsmith arc, Muichiro and fucking Nezuko were doing that thing where they were looking at each other like this,
Yeah.
and then they were looking at each other like that. Like I've seen videos like people made that their screensaver, and then the next moment was
Immediately.
the fucking upper four coming in the room.
Yeah.
I
And then
love
like
that
this
part.
one, the wind Hashira and the water Hashira were fighting, and then
Let me send something.
Tanjiro came up and was like, "Is your favorite snack these red rice balls? I can smell it every time." And he was like, he got embarrassed because he was like, "What the fuck?" And then knocked this nigga into the sky, and then walked away. Saw the eyeball. He was like, "Fuck, we got infiltrated." Like they like bring you up right before they
Yeah.
just like all right.
The pacing.
It's
Yeah.
perfect. But like, bro, that is one where that's an easy one to like rewatch. Like you can rewatch that at any
that's
point.
what I'm saying.
I've watched
like,
it so many times.
There's no anime that I've watched as an adult that the replay value, the
It's-
entertainment, like you're
Other than Attack
entertained.
on Titan.
100.
I've never seen
Attack
that
on
shit.
Titan. The only thing about Attack on Titan, because I've been waiting to get back to rewatch it because I like put space between times when I rewatch it because it's so emotional. But like the only thing about Attack on Titan is like it brings
funny.
you into it. Like it just
You get
pulls you
invested.
into
It's
it.
not
Like,
just like I
yeah.
want to watch this.
Yeah,
You're like,
no,
I
you-
gotta pay attention.
I feel that way with Death Note sometimes.
Yeah.
Right,
You watch
it's
All
just
right,
What's
Nick, do your
wrong
thing.
with y'all? Ass.
No.
You know what I rewatch
It's
all
a
the
cat-
time?
it's a
hold on,
cat
hold
You
on.
know I
boxing.
rewatch
Real
all the
quick.
time? Sailor Moon.
real quick.
Pacing.
Why the fuck are y'all depressed?
So
It's a cat and mouse game.
We
I
are-
like Cops and Rappers.
we're definitely gonna watch the trilogy when it comes out because that's gonna be a trilogy. That
Yo,
shit's gonna be
trilogy.
fucking
The movie.
amazing.
So good.
That shit's
I'm
gonna
so
be
excited.
amazing. I'm gonna
So
cry.
excited.
I can't.
I'm not gonna
So
cry,
excited.
but I'm gonna
I'm
cry.
dressing-
You're gonna cry.
But
You
anyway,
can cry. You a thug. You can cry. Thugs
So-
cry.
we are
Oh,
going
God.
to watch that shit. Fuck you if you said that you didn't like the animation. You're a bitch. And you,
Say it on your burner account.
nah, I'm gonna say it right near. Fuck whoever
Fuck you.
was talking shit about the animation.
Fuck you,
And-
Demon Slayer haters.
For no
Let's
reason.
finish it. Pick your favorite Hashira.
Oh.
Tokito.
Rengoku.
Tokito.
Nick's Rengoku.
Yeah, man.
Real
My
ass
man,
nigga.
Oh, that's a good
From
one.
the minute you
That's
meet
a good
him
one.
to the minute he dies, he's
Is
the
you
most
you're
charismatic
rooting for him.
person in the show.
You're rooting for him.
They
the
did a
entire
really
time.
good
He
job.
only
with that.
made one mess up. I'll give him one mess up.
I'll
What was
listen to
his
your
mess up?
elder. Yeah, what is it?
It's when Tanjiro and Nezuko first appeared
Oh,
in
and
front of
he-
the master,
and
and then
they were-
Rengoku's like, "Yep, we killed them. They should die." And I'm just like,
He's for the cause, bro. He's
Yeah.
for the cause.
"No, I know.
I mean,
he's just down."
They're just sticking to the rules.
Yeah, no,
Technically, they are.
But he did it in a charismatic
You know
way.
exactly what type of person.
He did. He was smiling on his face. Let's kill them.
You know exactly what type of person Rengoku is from the moment he steps on screen.
Yeah.
From
yeah.
he's a rule
That's that
follower.
energy,
He's
bro.
the best at what he does.
Tunnel vision.
But he's gonna make
Yeah.
sure that
Tunnel,
you're
but-
taken care of.
You're taken care of. Like he's the ops. He gonna snitch on you, but
Not.
he gonna like make sure you're not stressed out about it.
Yeah.
But like,
Still tell
but like, hey,
It's gonna be okay.
He
when
had
you
his phone
in jail.
out. Like you had those supervisors who were like concerned about your well-being and like told you like will be on your ass about shit and concerned about your well-being and you need to decompress like you saw your phone. Hey,
That's the
here,
type
put
of
that phone away.
that's the type of nigga that
but
call
then
you
go
off
to your
duty.
manager. Hey, Antonio had that phone.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Rengoku.
That
I
would.
love him.
Well,
So, yeah, I got
what?
Rengoku.
But they also pointed out that Kanroji was Rengoku's Sugoku. Like,
Oh yeah.
she was his. She trained under him. So
Okay. I don't know
that
what you
makes
just told me.
sense. Kanroji, it makes
100%.
sense because
You know we had the name.
She's the
I was about to say,
what they do.
she's the
Who is
only
she?
other. She's the love one. She's
Oh,
the only
okay.
other bubbly personality.
That's the girl with the titties out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with her.
For no reason. That was not-
Tokito. Why Tokito?
Which one's Tokito? You have to remind us. 'cause we
Muichiro.
don't-
He's
Oh
the
yeah,
mid.
Mushiro.
Japanese ass name.
14-year-old
kid.
Miss Ashira. He's the one with the green.
He has the
So-
color.
The Shadow the Hedgehog.
He became he became my like for sure favorite later.
Mhm.
But at the moment, it's just because he's just Tanjiro. He's a kid, man. He has a great heart.
Yeah.
He's in it. He just had amnesia. That's all. But other than
Bro,
that,
when
he's
he got his
literally-
memory back and he was talking shit to that nigga, bro, that shit was funny as fuck, bro. I was like, the
I
guy
haven't
was
watched
like,
that in English.
the
That's what
fucking
I'm
bro.
saying. Like
when
it's watching it in English and Japanese just don't hit the same.
Japanese
in
does.
both, I was like, bro, I started cracking up when the fucking upper five was going up the tree, and he was like, only a few have ever seen me in this form. He was like, so a lot. Huh?
Yeah. No, there was so.
He was like,
fucking-
shut up, bro.
And then he didn't say a word, and he's like,
And then
"Why aren't you
he was
saying
like,
anything? You told me.
You
to
told me to shut up, bro. And then at the end, when he fucking killed him, and he was like, please don't come back to life. Sayonara.
Oh yeah.
He was- bro. Lear
Guillermo.
Which one?
Nice.
Stone Hashira.
Stone.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I
blind
like
one.
his I like his
Daredevil.
backstory. I like his backstory. I like the fact that he did try to save them kids and then they turned on him. Well, they kids, so
Yeah.
like nigga,
But
you
that last
blind.
one though,
What-
bitch,
Bro, yeah,
Bitch.
but
She
y'all
was
saw
4.
me hit the chat like, yo,
Bitch.
come on, bro.
She was
like,
4.
bitch,
yo,
Bitch.
This is exactly why your parents.
That nigga is
Age
low key. It's
for
like,
when you're snitched.
I low key wish
I
that,
underestimated him.
I wish I know like I wish that they could do like a kind of spin-off and like show more of them.
Yeah.
Because like
They
the
are
first-
doing a spinoff.
Okay.
And I think they
Phase 2.
already had
Not
one. I gotta remember. They got a
Marvel.
Oh
I-
yeah, they do.
they
You're
do,
right.
but they
It's
have
a-
about the water dude,
yes.
right?
Rengoku.
Oh, yeah,
no, it's
yeah.
Rengoku Gyu. It's both of them.
Yeah. So I say that because like we saw them in the first season, then you don't really see anything about what they can do. And the Stone Hashira, like when we went to go see that movie, this nigga clapped and caused a fucking earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, that
stopped
shit.
all the other Hashira in their tracks. Like them niggas was like,
Sit the fuck down.
they were like, he was like, sit down. They was like, okay.
No, but his backstory,
His backstory was crazy.
Also, just his like training regimen and everything was really cool with the whole boulder and everything, and them having the being under the waterfall and everything. That shit was dope. What else did I really like about him? That was really kind of it. I just felt like his backstory was just more of a I feel like he was more of a victim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the whole just
Yeah.
all right, I'm protecting the kids, and then one of them end up snitching on y'all, get all of them killed.
He had a nigga backstory.
He did. I was like, damn, I feel that. I feel that. All he needed to do was have a RICO case. That was like, damn, you got my vote.
Like low key. Antonio.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh man, that was so stupid. The love one, the love Hashira. I love her so much. As I said, I'm a fan of Sailor Moon. She reminds me of like classic
Yeah.
anime girl characters, and I'm such a fucking stereotype. But like, I love her. I don't fuck with fan service, but I love her little titties bouncing. Like, I love her that her sword is a whip and she's like super fast with it. The final battle with her last season, that was everything to me. Every fucking thing. I love her relationship. I know she doesn't end up with Tanjiro in the end game. I know she's with someone else.
Tanjiro is just.
I'm
he's
about to say
focused.
no Tanjiro. No,
No, I know
she already has a love
she has a
interest.
partner.
Yeah, it's
But
the old Bonnie.
I like their relationship together,
Mhm.
and I love how she was her and Nezuko's little cuteness. I know she kind of treats her like a little
They
pet,
kind of bounce off each other.
but the three
More
of
like a
them
little sister,
together,
yeah.
I really enjoy. Like I could watch an anime of those three characters just doing
Just
whatever.
What I love about Kanroji is she is a stereotypical kind of character where she's always uppity, but
Yeah.
I love that they stay 10 toes on that. And what I mean is like when she's fighting and in the heat of battle,
that shit dope.
it's not like a, oh God, it's getting bad. It's a, oh no, guys.
How can I do this?
Help.
Oh,
And
I'm
so
getting stressed out.
They were all about to
No, but
die
yeah.
and they were running away with her, and then they got shot by lightning, and then she's just sitting there waving her sword around. I'm like, no, you can't
Does-
hurt my
does she
friend.
have-
And they're
does
like,
she have
what
healing
the fuck?
techniques?
She just took
Huh?
that.
Does she have healing techniques?
No.
All right,
She's
good.
just
It's not
strong
the
as
trope.
fuck.
It's not the anime trope with a useless girl just had like the
She's
fucking.
not-
Or a He-Man.
That's
She's
another
not
trope that I
useless.
like.
Or
I like
is
about
she
her.
not
She's
useless
not.
at
And so
all.
that's the thing. That
Yeah.
character like that can be very useless. She's just a
Oh, yeah.
whiny.
Yep.
She's there for the fan service. She's there
Yeah.
to
Yep.
shake her boobies and make jokes.
Exactly.
But no, she's
She's
one of
actually
the top.
yeah.
So I
Plays
just
a
love her
important
character.
role.
I love her design. Like I don't know why, but like I just love. Maybe it's the gay boy in me who just loves women like girls like that. On
Wait, loving women is gay?
huh?
Liking women is gay?
No, we gay icons.
Like
like
femininity.
we tend to
Clear gay
attract
as hell.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, dog.
I mean, yeah, because like you were talking about Sailor Uranus and Neptune before I did.
Yeah.
And those my bitches. But like it's we just attach ourselves to certain like strong women or and like personalities like that or stoic women. And that's my, stereotype, I guess, for against a gay man. And I just love her. Like every time she comes on screen, I immediately smile. No matter the content.
Me too.
I ain't
I-
two different reasons.
Yeah.
But I immediately smile.
I think I gotta say, it's very hard for me actually, but I would say that I think that she is my favorite too.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I think that she's my favorite because of her personality
In that
And-
very dark situation.
Well, not just that, but like she's, and I know it's technically because she's the only one that's there. Literally, she's there for a bullshit reason. Like she's there to find a husband. Everyone else had their fucking family killed.
Yeah.
Traumatic.
She's just-
Horrible
That's not
backstory.
supposed to do that.
She's just like
Again,
she's just
so
strong
fucking
as fucking shit for
stereotypical,
no reason.
vapid, dumbass
Yeah.
reason.
But in that, if you consider it in that realm, these other people are pushed by pain, and she's just strong. She's just that strong.
She's been
She's
strong.
on that
She's
level.
breaking the stereotype.
Yeah, like she's
been that
on that
strong,
level.
yeah.
She's on that level without having to be pushed by that
Yeah.
pain. So that's fucking phenomenal. But like, I like her. I realized that she was probably my favorite because I like what she adds to it. Like I noticed in that part when Sanemi, the Wind Hashira, was about to go after Tomioka because Tomioka got up and was leaving the meeting saying that he's not like them. He's like, where the fuck? He's like, they not like us. No, he's like, where the fuck are you going? He's like, I'm not like you guys. He's like,
What do
he
you
went
mean
to go
by that?
grab him, and she was like, no fighting, okay? Like she's strong as fuck.
Remember that
Like,
shit.
she's strong enough to break up a fight.
Yeah.
But she's
Check
like,
them.
okay, no
Stop,
fighting.
guys. Peace
She's
and
like, no,
love.
please. Like she starts fucking sweating and shit.
Yeah.
And then when the fucking Stone Hashira claps his hands, everyone was like, and she was like, ah! Bro, she adds a lot of fucking like comedy and just like she lightens it. And she's actually legitimately strong.
She's a threat.
and she is a threat.
She's more than just a comic relief. She's useful. And you see those characters in animes tend to be not useful.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly.
In
Women.
terms
More of a burden.
So I would say in terms of personality,
Said that.
in terms of personality, she's definitely my favorite. In terms of design, I like Shinuzagawa. Like
Which
he
one is
looks
Say
the Wind
The Wind.
Hashira.
I was about to
He
say,
looks.
I
dope
thought
as
you would
fuck.
Who
like
is
him
that?
because of personality.
No, fuck
These
you.
names, my nigga.
Yeah, they are hard, bro.
These
That's
names.
like 3 breakdowns.
Those will be one. That
I
should
just
be.
learned Tanjiro name.
This should be. Last year, couldn't remember that nigga name for nothing.
Tengen and
Couldn't remember
Rengoku got
Tanjiro's
that.
name for nothing. I just knew
It
Nezuko.
was like T nigga, T
But
man.
I like.
I'd be like main character.
I like Muichiro too. Like it's hard. Like Muichiro's like fighting
They're all likable.
style is dope too.
They're all. I think every single Hashira is a likable character.
That is
they're all-
very
can't
true.
really go
Which is
wrong.
like I feel bad. I low key kind of feel bad for
bad.
like leaving Tomioka out because
Whose feelings
Tomioka
are you hurting?
Tomioka
Not
was
his.
like the only one. I know, shut up. But like I feel like it kind of feels fucked up because Tomioka was the only one that was willing to be like, maybe give these kids a chance. Like
Which one's
every
that one
other
again?
Tomioka's
Water.
the water.
Okay, thank
He's
you.
the only one that was like,
You.
maybe we should like give this a
I
shot.
fuck with homie.
And
Oh, I fuck with him too.
everyone else would have killed them.
He was my favorite till I met Rengoku.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I will say,
I thought Rengoku
no
was
one
gonna
in
be
this
here forever.
show. That's another thing why I fucking love this show. Like no one, none
There's
of the
no
main
one that's not
characters.
likable.
No one's not
Yeah.
likable.
I even like MJ.
Even Muzan.
I even
Even
like
Muzan, you be like
Other
this
than
nigga.
Sanemi.
He's
but-
coming through.
you
He's
just
got
about
that
to-
aura.
You're just about to watch make fun of him. You watch to make fun of him and watch him about to tear some shit up. But like,
They're likable.
who this? Everyone in that show is so likable.
Well, before we sign
It
out,
is.
I do got a question. So we can. What else you got to say on it?
I agree.
I agree.
What's your
Everyone-
question?
Everyone
Right.
is
Now
likable.
let's go.
Not
Yep.
Muzan though. Fuck y'all.
fuck
Y'all
Muzan,
ready?
Nah,
but
fuck
you
Sanemi.
know,
What's your question?
Muzan's trying to kill a kid.
I know it's fucking
He's
terrible.
literally trying to kill a
Have
child.
you ever met a kid?
That's that Illuminati shit.
What? You just said that. This is
did you-
recorded.
Yeah,
did you
and I
say?
deal with kids in public
I'm
all the
scared.
time.
He said, "Have you ever met a kid?"
Bro,
Gotta push
let
them
me
off
tell you
now.
something. I work at Starbucks and I'm around kids all the fucking time. my
I don't think.
catchphrase.
Look,
I
No.
fucking hate
look,
kids.
you don't
not
have to
babysitting.
put glasses on them while they. In all fairness, we'll talk about that off mic.
Yo,
though.
you
'Cause
and
the
these
kids-
glasses.
Bro, you ever put something on somebody they don't want it on them?
Yeah.
But in all fairness,
no.
in all fairness, the kids don't know. They're just reacting how they react.
Fuck
They don't understand. They don't know.
You should have been
Do you want to
swallowed.
see?
So it is what it is.
Yo,
when it comes
you
to
going off.
But yeah, what?
I
What you have a
fucking hate
question?
kids.
Yeah,
what's your question?
so
What's
this
the
don't got
question?
anything to do with
We have
Demon
to-
Slayer and anything. We going back to the MCU, bro. Yo, why the fuck?
Quick answers.
Why the fuck does Captain America this new shit cost $350 million to make? Did somebody
MCU, they got the money. Disney, I don't know.
All
They're
right, that's it.
Nazis.
That's
They-
Reparations.
Wrap it up.
They wanted to be a
Wrap it
thing.
up, wrap it
They
up.
wanted to be a thing
The
so
movie's
bad.
only gonna make 25 million anyway. Let's wrap this up.
Also, one last thing. Get off Megan Thee Stallion's dick.
What happened?
I'm not
Get
anybody.
off her
mind.
dick. You fucking weebs. She's speaking Japanese. You don't fucking like it. You don't even use Japanese on your Duolingo. Get off her fucking dick. She went to
barely
Japan and
Spanish.
actually learned the language.
I don't even know it's on Spanish. I like him.
But
Anyway, so we're just,
Korea, it's fine. But Japan, they said, no, you little white weebs who only learn Japanese from anime and you still don't say it right and still don't do nothing with it.
all right. Time to cut
Fuck
it though.
off.
Bebop breathing. Second form.
Rant.
Nick, do your thing.
See you, Space Cowboys, later.